You are now tuned in to Live on Broadway podcast, the #1 relationship podcast in the world. So spicy.
Money coming. Right about the time that I get the wind beneath my feet. What up, Love Millie? What up? Let's get this shit to the next level. You know the vibes. Live on Broadway podcast. Mike. Welcome back to another episode of Live on Broadway podcast. Listen, what's happening with you, Tanzania? What's happening with you, Queen? Listen, man, you guys know the vibes, man. Mike, you know the vibes, man. Live on Broadway podcast. Welcome back to another episode of Live on Broadway podcast, where the situations matter more than the relationships. Perspectives will be respected by everybody. And if this is your first time tapping in, don't be easily threatened or angered, because much like you, every giant here first started off as a perfect stranger. We ask that everybody tap in and get familiar with what we're doing on YouTube. Like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you hug on that like button. You know what I'm talking about? Make sure you tap in with us on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and everywhere else podcasts are available. You know what I'm talking about? Listen, man, episode 502, season 5. You understand me? We got Clubhouse up here, we got Instagram up here, and I got a lot of gang shit to talk about tonight. You understand me? So first and foremost, listen, I don't want to have you guys wait to the end of the episode, so I'm just going to put this out there right now. February 14th, we are doing a very special Live on Broadway podcast episode. We are titling it Love on Broadway, respectfully. You understand me? And what that's going to entail is some real nice festive evening. Also, what that's going to entail is we do something called, we like to make our giants available for opportunities, is how we like to identify it as. So when you come in, you'll casually be asked, are you in a relationship? If you are, you'll get a red wristband. If you are not in a relationship and by happenstance you are single, you will receive a green wristband. And if unfortunate and you are in a complicated situation, you will receive a yellow wristband. You know what I'm talking about? And that will help others to easily identify you, to know that, well, respectfully, you're in a situation. You can't quite get to the people. You understand what I'm saying? And you're off limits, how we like to say. So for you guys, for my giants that tap in with us every Monday, we have a special coupon code that will allow you to save 15% off your purchase of the tickets. The tickets, if you're on Clubhouse, the link is tagged at the top. If you are watching us on YouTube, the link is in the description. It's not for everybody, so first come, first serve. The promo code is, I'm all over myself. It's been a long week, and we're going to get into wellness checks, so forth and so on, because it's been a long week, and we got a lot of snow in New York City, so a lot going on. But the promo code is LOBP14, LOBP14, capital, all caps, LOBP14. That will save you 15% off your tickets for Love on Broadway, our special Valentine's Day event on Valentine's Day, respectfully. Of course, I got to check the energy in the room. I got to see what's going on. We got my guy D. We got a lot of good energy in the room. So let me test the energy on the room and on Clubhouse and on Instagram. You know the vibes and how we do this. Feel free to come off your mic and pipe up with us. Pull!
What's happening, y'all?
Click! Y'all know what's happening, man. Good vibes. What up, though, V? I see you up there. What up, though, V? I see you up there. I see what's going on. Yeah, LOBP. Promo code LOBP14 on Instagram. I see y'all. Shout out to Allison. I see Trillion. I got Angie up here with me. I got Moti, DWI Music. I got Angel from the East up here with us as well. And we just we're not here for a long time, but we are here for a good time, and we here to pop our shit and have a good time per usual. Wellness check. Let's get into our bag, man. Tap in with us. Allie, how was your weekend, Queen?
Snowy. I was snowed in all weekends, food and liquor and Netflix. So I guess it was a good thing.
You
Yep.
guess it was a good thing. Okay, I'm rolling.
I mean, I got my rest, so I'm good.
I'm not, ain't nothing wrong with that. Trills, tap in with us. Wellness check. How you feel?
I feel great, especially that I'm in the room with all of you beautiful people, my favorite people. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. This weekend was snowy. I wanted to. I was like thinking of something sexy to say. I was with my son. Like whatever. Like nothing happened.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Come on with it, Ange.
What up, Broadway? What up, everybody? It was
What's happening?
definitely a snowed in weekend, and today was a wet, messy commute back and forth to work. I'm just happy I got home safely. But
Mm,
I'm happy to be here. I can't wait for y'all event. I'm gonna definitely be in the building, and I'm so excited.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Moti, where you tapping in from, King? And how was your weekend, beloved?
What's happening, folks? I'm in Providence. Weekend, I had to do some shoveling. Lucky thing I'm still a young man. Otherwise, I'd be aching right now. So, I hope everybody stays safe and drink away.
Tony, what's up with the name
I
change?
know that's right, girl.
I'm here for that, King. He said, luckily, I'm a young man and my body's not aching and I know what to do outside, So and shout out to you. D, what's happening with you, King?
Power to the people. I'm in the building. What's
Shout
good?
out. Power
My
to the
weekend,
people.
my people. My weekend was the snow came Friday. I remember Friday. I went to the supermarket, got me some goods. I was talking to Allison at that time. We was in the room. Everything's been a blur. And today's Monday. I just been in the house. I'm outside though. I'm in the studio.
I'm here for that. I'm here for that. I'm here for that. One time for me. One time for me. Angel from the East. Tap in with me.
So it was a very, very eventful weekend for me. I made cream of wheat, and it was
Mm-hmm.
really sexy while I made it.
Boy, hit the not what I heard button.
You know it was coming, right? You knew it was coming. Go ahead,
Lis-
Angel. We hear you.
No, it was a great weekend. Cream of wheat, as you can hear, the kids were stalking me all weekend.
And
It was,
me.
and you, yeah, because they wanted to say hi, but yeah. Anyway, they do stalk you, but yeah, great weekend. Great to be here with you guys, though.
I love it. I love it. Listen, for the newcomers, shout out to Samantha. I'm gonna tap in with Taja. I'm gonna come right back to you. You guys are gonna hear a voice, and you guys are probably not gonna know where that's coming from. But let me help you. That's coming from Instagram. We got Instagram up here with us. So if you guys want to see us live and what's happening, go over to my Instagram, and you guys will also be able to see what's happening live. I am_Broadway. Taja, tap in with us one time, Queen.
Hey, how y'all doing? What's up? What's up? Long time, boo.
Yo, we miss you, Taja.
I miss y'all too. You already know I miss you. Yo, don't act like
Yo,
that.
your skin look extra clear. You look like you're mad happy. You look like you just look like you glowing, and I love it. It looks amazing on you. Shout out to you,
Thank you,
Queen.
kid. You know what I'm saying? That's because you got me teasing all big and all that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to match your shine and all that. That's all I'm
Oh
trying to do.
man, it's appreciated. How was your weekend, Queen? Shout out to
Oh, man.
Toronto.
Yeah, it's cold. It's been so cold. It's been crazy. Shoveling out mad snow. It's been something. It's sorry, one second. It's been something really really crazy. Like sorry, I'm doing like 15 things at the same time.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's been crazy out here, but I've been doing all right. Trying to keep it together. One day it's good, one day it might not be so great, but by God's grace, I'm still here rocking with y'all.
Right, right. I love it. I love it. One day at a time, and we don't overlook the blessings of a new day. I'm here for
That's
that.
it.
I'm here for that. Samantha, tap in with us one time, Queen. How was your weekend? How you feeling? Where you tapping in from? What's happening? Like, what's going on in your neighborhood of the world?
Um, good night, everyone. I'm in South Carolina, Columbia. My weekend, it was just a self care weekend. It's kind of cold here. I guess not compared to probably where some of you guys are, but for me.
Mm,
And so, I just kind of
Exactly.
enjoyed cleaning up, decluttering, just doing some things in the house, and trying to um, just get myself revamped and revived because my daughter went with her father for the weekend. So this
okay.
when she's going with her dad, that's my time to just take care of me, cook, sip some wine, watch whatever I want, do whatever I want. So I just really spent the weekend just vibing, doing what I do in the house.
I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Yeah, yeah. Oh, did I skip yeah, yeah? I'm sorry, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I definitely skipped you because I ain't PTR. Yeah, yeah. How was your weekend, Queen?
Wow, you been skip me and shit. All
Yo,
right.
you ain't even notice yet.
No, I did actually. I was waiting
Oh,
to see when you was
my
gonna
fault, Queen.
that. I went to a baby
Disrespectful.
shower yesterday. That's what I did. It was nice. I
Mm.
mean, Saturday was bad because why does it sound like that? Anyway, Saturday was bad because of the weather. I stood in or whatever. And then yesterday I went had a baby shower. I was chilling. That was really it. That's how my weekend was. Snowed in.
Mm. I got you. I got you. I got you. All right, so let's keep moving along. Let's Shantae, what's happening with you, Queen?
Sorry, I'm always eating something. I feel
Hey,
like when you
listen,
call
hey,
on
hey,
me.
before we even get to you, Tay, y'all know how this goes. As soon as one person goes off, the next person come on. I don't gotta ask, you know what I mean? I see Jarvis next, then I see a few people in here, and then we're gonna keep it moving appropriately. We're gonna come down after Jarvis, we're gonna go down to Elizabeth, and then my guy Antoine. You understand me? So tap in with us one time, Tay.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Shantae, Pink Sapphire, PinkSafyre. I'm good. What did I do? Nothing. I just did self care. I got my feet done, my nails did, and my hair done right before the storm, so that was cool. And then I just vibed out. I got all my goodie bags, my little drinks. I binge watched on my shows, kicked up my feet, and relaxed. I
Nice.
enjoyed the snow, so it was nice.
Nice. I love it. I love it. I love it. Tap in with us one time, Jarvis. Okay. Tap in with us one time. Who we got? Elizabeth. Elizabeth, are you with us? We tapping in wellness check. We trying to see how everybody weekend was. All right, cool. We're gonna go down to my guy Anton. What's happening with you, King?
What's going on, everybody? Happy Monday.
Happy Monday
Blessings.
indeed, King.
My weekend, half of my weekend, I worked. Second half, I took my daughter to go see the movies and hung out with her. So it was excellent for me. Um, I become a undercover addicted animated feature.
Undercover
I
animated
ain't I ain't saying
addiction.
that.
What?
Yeah, I ain't afraid that I ain't ashamed. We went to go see movie Sing 2. I actually saw the first one too, and I quite enjoyed myself.
Me
Okay.
too.
So
Nothing
Me
wrong with
too.
that.
yeah, it was a hey man, listen man, after when you're a father to a daughter, man, you know,
I was gonna
you
say
get an
that.
acquired taste for the animation, you know, but most of them got good stories. You find yourself engaging in the story with your daughter, your son, or your
Hey,
nephews or whatever you have. It's
I
I
recently
enjoyed it,
went
man.
I recently went to go see El Canto. That's my joint. I ain't gonna hold you. El Canto, the joint. I was in there. Listen, man, I was in here in my bag talking about what? How that song go? You can't say Bruno name. We don't talk about Bruno. We
No, yeah,
listen.
that's the thing.
Is that movie where it's a guitar player or something like that? Is that
I
it?
don't.
Because that might
Nah,
be the next movie.
That
nah.
was the
It's
one before it.
all right. That's the one before it.
Yeah, I need to brush up because you know this COVID kind of slowed our activities down. But Yeah, that
Where
was
you
one of the
where
movies.
we
There's some other
tapping into
movies
you
that's
at,
coming
King?
out. Huh?
Where you at? Where we speaking to you at?
Oh, I'm in Los Angeles. Yeah, I'm in California.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, but I enjoyed my weekend. This was the first time we've actually been able to go to the movies, and yeah, it was nice, man. I have no complaints.
I love it. I love it, and I'm here for it. Listen, guys, listen, man. Of course, I like to tap in with the folk and get acquainted and get reacquainted with you guys, and some of you guys are acquainted for the first time, because one thing I know for sure and two things I know for certain is that, we blessed to be here another day. We blessed to have the energy that we have, and frankly speaking, frankly speaking, we don't have to be here. We here for another Monday, as my guy Anton said. Happy Monday, because it is indeed that. You know what I mean? So we're gonna talk about some things, man. We're gonna talk about some things. We're gonna get in the roll call, and let's do that appropriately. Ooh, y'all know the vibe. Live on Broadway podcast. Make sure y'all get in tune and follow us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and SoundCloud. And make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube. And also get into my gram while you there. I am _Broadway and Live on Broadway podcast. Yes, y'all. You don't stop, man. Listen, I'm joined by my sister Rubes. We got her as a co-host today. We have her as a co-host today. She gonna pop her shit, and she be trying to keep it more real than me, but she falls flat every other time. You understand what I'm saying? So we gonna see how this goes. But nonetheless, let me say this. I've been having a great time on Clubhouse and just in different spaces. We've been doing rooms, music rooms. Shout out to Shantae, shout out to Nick and Nicole, shout out to everybody, shout out to Brad making a playlist, and we just been having a great time. And I'm here and I'm back for smoke. I got some things to talk about, some things to discuss. Look, as she takes selfies, you got it?
Yes, thank you.
All right, so as we talk about these roll call topics, man, let's do this, man. Allegedly, we're gonna talk about the topic that's in the room. Clubhouse, if you aren't familiar with what we do on LOBP, we talk about roll call, and you guys acclimate yourselves. All right, so roll call. Sex tape. This is supposed to be an alleged sex tape, part 2 to what Kim had did. Does anybody else know about this tape? Did anybody else hear about this tape? Kanye did an interview with Jason Lee for Hollywood Unlocked, and he wasn't even spilling the champagne. He was popping the champagne. You understand me? He was just pouring it on himself. Yeah, exactly. So my thing with Kanye, he said that he went to go get the sex tape and so forth and so on. But this wasn't the first time we heard about this. We heard about this some time ago. So tap in. I'm gonna get it from Rubes first before I throw it to Clubhouse and Instagram. Tap in with us.
Hey, what's up? It's your girl. His Misses Your Wishes. I heard about second sex tape, but I've never been interested because the first one was drier than my wig on my dresser. Like, nothing happened in their first sex tape. Like, did you see their first sex tape? Like, it was dry. There was no, I didn't see no sucking. I ain't see no puddles on the bed. It wasn't no ass slapping. It wasn't no hair pulling. It was just sensual, two sexy people making love. Like, they wasn't even fucking. They was making love. So it's like, for a second one, boo, no, no, thank you, we're fine.
Wow.
No, that shit was dry. Keep the Sahara Desert. We're good. We're good. We equipped with water on this side, baby. Keep that dry shit.
Hey, Taj, what's happening with you, Queen? Sex tape 2. Kim and Ray J. Did you hear about it? Did you see it before? Because Clubhouse got a lot of opinions, so I just want to get my sister out the way, get you out the way, because I know once I go to Clubhouse, you know how I go over there. What's happening with you, Taj?
Well, I mean, hey, yo, when it comes down to sex tapes and all of that, I am against that shit at all costs. I think that, with the sex tape, kind of phase, I mean, there was already one with his wife, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? That was her big hurrah. So all these sex tapes is just a way to be able to win somebody, act like you're irrelevant. You throw out a sex tape there, and all of a sudden people are talking about you again like you in stupid ass garbage bag. So, I mean, I think these sex tapes are just deployed. Everybody has sex, and you don't have to record it because we are not in a porno world. And that's it. That's all. That's my opinion on that
Okay.
shit. I think it's pretty stupid.
Okay. Hey, listen, I'm not upset with you. I'm not upset with that. I feel you. Clubhouse. I mean, y'all know how we gonna do this, man. Popcorn style. Whoever gets off their mic first, and we gonna keep the room moving like that, man. Sex tape
Me,
two.
me,
Go ahead, Trills. I saw you.
me. Look, I have a few, so I can't even pretend that I don't
Ow.
agree. Yeah, I like to look at myself. I don't know if anyone here could just knows that about me. So why not during sex? Okay, it's shaved, it's happening. Let's do it. So am I gonna watch it?
What's wrong with the
Most
room?
likely not. But I like to watch myself. So I mean, I'm here for it. I don't know. I hear an echo, so it's throwing me off.
I'm
But
here
yeah,
for
I'm
it if
here
it's
for it because I have my
interesting.
own.
I'm here for it if it's interesting. I'm here for it if y'all actually doing shit. Cause I watch a lot of porn. I've even made a lot of porns. So I would love for if my tape to get to had gotten exposed, at least somebody could learn some shit. We just
No,
learned
that's
that
a
you
good point.
we
That's a
we
good
we
point.
just know that you cute, and we already knew that you was all right, but we just know that you like have sex. Like we really didn't learn anything. Like sis didn't teach the reverse cowgirl. She didn't teach upstanding citizens. Sis didn't teach rimming. Sis didn't teach nothing. So I'm good on her porn. I'll stick to XNXX and Pornhub and my
Not you could have learned
gallery.
something. Not you. We could have learned something,
Yeah, we could have
right?
learned some. Right, she ain't teach us nothing. She
That's
taught
a
us how
good
to.
point, though. I like
Right, like
that perspective.
I would like for her sex tape to be interesting. I want to see something. I ain't even. We even did we see dingaling on the swingaling? Did we even see
Wait,
penis?
what?
Did we see any penis? We didn't see. We saw titties? Was she on a shirt? Yeah, come on, nah. Keep that dry stuff. But next clubhouser.
I mean, she did better than Mimi swinging
Oh,
on
she
a
did. Oh,
shower rod.
girl, my, my, I know some roaches that had better sex scenes than these people. You know what I'm
Listen,
saying? I've seen gorillas get busy
for
better
real.
than these people. But I'm not here for a part two. I wasn't even here for part one. Dry. Who's next on
Yeah.
Clubhouse?
So let me ask you. So Kim Kardashian got another sex tape. Is that what it is?
I'm guessing it's just a
Allegedly.
continuation. I guess we only saw the first
Oh,
part. I guess there was a whole thing. I guess the person who released it only released it in an increment, but they
yeah.
released the dry
I'm
part.
cool on Kim Kard. I'm cool on Kim Kardashian. She's not the most attractive in my opinion. Yeah, there's more hotter women out here that ooze porn star, but you ain't seen their flesh yet. So
Hey,
yeah, man, I'm good. They can keep that one.
hey.
Perfect segue. Perfect segue for my statement. This is Angel from the East. Look out for my sex tape 2023. And I get off
Hold on,
my mic.
let me open up my phone. Oh damn, she said 2023. I was ready to clear
23.
my storage, girl. Download.
Trust me, it's going to be worth the wait, mi gente.
Ay, caramba. Yeah, I think it'd be fun if maybe some of us just have a party where we watch each other's tapes, and that would be entertaining.
Absolutely, I'm down with that. That's been the best thing I've heard in the last 5 minutes I was sitting here. I'm down with that.
We're trying to make you
Friendship
not
What you
a
want? My
bonus.
nine.
phone number or my email address or my address or
Not
what
the,
you
I can't.
what part you want first?
Dang,
He
I'm
said,
intrigued.
We'll start off with my name. I'm Ruby. Hey, girl. How
Hey.
you doing?
I'm not doing this.
I'm his
I'm not-
missus, your wishes, but I can be his missus and
Your wishes.
her play toy for the night. You know.
Oh, wait a minute. Hey.
Listen, Valentine's Day is coming up, and they are shooting shots, and it's coming from however it's coming. Listen, let's move the conversation along. I feel like when it comes to Ray J and Kim, I'm so over it. I think Kanye is doing a lot in regards to even making mention of that. Like, this is the mother of your kid. I understand you're trying to say and do things to get the attention, but at the end of the day, whatever's going on, I get it. If I'm not, I'll be the first to say, if I'm posting something on social media, then with me and my lady, then it's always gonna be good. I'm not gonna post on social media me and my lady arguing. You understand what I'm saying? Definitely not doing that bullshit. So we get it. Relationships have highs, they have lows. So when they have lows, you shouldn't be taking things to social media or whatever the case may be. But what I will say is the caveat would be, no, excuse me, the exception would be if she's doing things to defame him or whatever the case may be. You know what? Let me come about it from this angle. That's your baby mother. It's a difference from just the chick that you're dealing with. So certain protocols and certain parameters that you might implement for your baby mother, you might take off the gloves with somebody that's just somebody you just was in a relationship with. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's my take on it. I mean, I know we got Anton, we got David down there. Tap in with me, guys. Shantae, tap in with me, guys.
I wish my baby daddy would sell some shit. I will. Wait, the replays? Okay. Oh, wait, this might go on your podcast. I'm not going to say what I would do to that motherfucker.
Listen. Let's move the conversation. Hold up, my fault. Let's move the conversation along. Rihanna, greetings, celebration, clap, bravo.
Absolutely. Congrats.
You know what I'm saying, Raina? A lot of amazing energy and light and blessings to Rihanna and ASAP Rocky. You understand me? They're expecting I don't know if this is ASAP's first kid. I don't know if this is ASAP. Is it ASAP's first? It's ASAP's
It's both
first.
of their first
I think
kids.
it's both their first kids.
It's amazing, man.
beautiful.
And I see a lot of people on Twitter talking about, wow, ASAP Rocky. But that's the person you like. If that's the person you know what I mean. You jacking, then that's the person you should be with. You know what I mean. So ASAP Rocky, Rihanna, talk about it.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Right, congratulations is all we need
Hey,
to
listen.
say. First of all,
What about?
I love love. I love new babies. I love.
Has anybody checked on Drake?
Y'all so silly.
Yo.
Y'all petty for that.
Yo.
Y'all,
I'm not doing
y'all
this
petty
with y'all
for that.
tonight.
Y'all petty for that, cause ain't nobody check on Rihanna when Drake baby got exposed, so we not gonna do that. Nobody check
I
on
checked
her.
on her.
We not gonna be bringing up old situations when new situations start happening. We gotta stop doing that. We gotta stop doing that.
Oh my God.
We gotta stop, cause if Shaq dates somebody today, y'all gonna be like, somebody check on Shawnee.
Shawnee just got married to the pastor.
Exactly.
But we'll come back to that one later.
Like, everybody's happy, but yeah, no, we're gonna be
What up,
happy.
collectors?
We probably a little bit sad because we know that album really not coming.
So
My apologies. But have we checked on Chris Brown?
So nobody checked on Chris Brown. So listen, y'all petty. The Giants are petty. Listen, my energy is this though, right? I think first and foremost, I'm happy for them. I'm genuinely happy for Rihanna. She has everything going on in her life that's good. I think she's worth probably upwards of 9-10 billion, or she's worth a couple of billions. I'm not going to, maybe not that high, but probably like 2-3 billion she's worth. So I just want to shout out to the queen.
1.7.
How much?
1.7 billion.
1.7.
Exact.
right now.
1.7
My
billion. But you
question is he gonna make it official and marry her?
No, he's not.
well,
That's what
well,
I'm thinking.
Antoine.
Like, come on, man. Look, come on. Let's just talk about the elephant in the room. The dude is not married to the woman. Come on, man. Like, this ass backwards to me. Like, why a guy get married to the woman and
I'm
then
happy a
have the
man
child?
said it.
It's ass backwards, man. It's ass back. I'm a old Negro. Back in the
I'm an
days, you
old
used to get
Negro.
married
He
to
an
your baby
old
mama.
Negro.
Yeah, man. Look, let's just talk about the marriage, man. Like, what message are we sending to young people when you see a woman like as famous as Rihanna
Mm,
get knocked up and she ain't even got a ring on her finger, fam? Like, come on, man. Like,
this is
what are we
interesting.
doing here?
A rich baby
Like, what are
mama.
we doing here for real? Are we just gonna say
Sure,
the
you said a
new the
rich
new
baby
way
mama.
to solidify a relationship is baby mama ism, and then they talking about this cat. I don't know this cat too well, but dude, you just gonna just get you a baby mama that's worth 1.7 bill with a B, like billion,
Well, I'm gonna
billion,
tell you
nigga,
this.
billion.
Household look
Here's
like.
here's a hot take. Hot boys up one because he don't got himself a billionaire. You heard? And he don't listen. I don't care if he don't sell another album. If he don't walk another runway. If he don't do, he's good for the rest of his life, man. We're gonna celebrate this as much as we can for the time that we can for the toxic side of Broadway. Respectfully, you heard?
Ryan.
It's about
I'm
damn
glad.
time.
Right.
It's
Shout
about
out to
damn
Harlem
time.
for getting that W, cause y'all had to come back from that L from that versus, goddamn. Woo!
Right. Shit.
Y'all took a L for that versus. So shout out to Harlem for coming back.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Did we
So
win?
yo, tap in one time. So nobody has anything controversial because my thing is this, right?
Now I got some smoke.
Who said that?
That's why I sent that wire. I got some controversial shit.
Oh, here,
But go
I
ahead,
got it's
finish talking.
collectors. It's collectors. Tap in collectors. What's happening with you, K? I'm
I
looking
don't
on
like what he.
Clubhouse like, where's
I,
this
I
coming from?
disagree with. I disagree with what the brother just said in Clubhouse. Cause check this out. He just shot, and they were saying this today too. He just shot her down, and he just shot him down. I'm gonna say this:
Tell us why.
just because you marry somebody, propose to somebody, or get married to somebody, don't mean nothing. That don't mean you righteous and you in a righteous relationship. That means you in the legal agreement. That's it. So to
So
say
marriage
that,
is just an
oh,
illegal.
hold on. To say that she got knocked up, like son met her last week, kind of fast. Kind of fast because they got history. You know what I'm saying? That ain't knocked up. They've been rocking for years. You know what I'm saying? And then even to say, oh, since he didn't marry her, what is he doing? What example is he setting? Maybe he's taking a step towards that, and maybe everybody don't got to go about that the same way. And also, everybody don't hold that to dear because that's just you gotta be real first. You gotta go to
Fuck
training and go to
yeah.
practice before you act like you locking in with somebody for life. How you know she ain't ready for that? Because everybody was just talking about she the bag, she the win, she the bag, she the win, so she gotta move
But
smart.
she married
Oh,
for a child though.
maybe she ain't
She
ready to
married
be
for a
that.
child, but she's not married for marriage.
All right, all right.
You
So
know.
hold on. All right. So this commentary collectors is given is for Anton. So finish up your point, collectors. I'm gonna let you land. I'm gonna let
Yeah,
Antoine
I
respond.
just disagree that that's not. I disagree with him saying that they're setting a bad example and that what women shouldn't uh is not respectable and he's basically saying it's going nowhere if you have a child before marriage. That's not true. That's totally
Okay.
untrue. So that shouldn't be put in the air.
Okay.
Are you
Okay.
married?
Anton, tap in with us one time. How you feel about that, beloved? Do you understand them?
Well,
Tap in.
nah, I don't understand them because in the legal standpoint, any child that's born out of wedlock is deemed a bastard. So we're not talking about that though. But I'm just saying when my child was born, she
Say
was
that again.
born
I didn't hear him talking. Say it
He
in
again.
said
wedlock.
he said legally any child that's born out of wedlock is considered a bastard.
Let's just talk about that. You know, I mean, we could talk about the examples that people present and all of that type of stuff, but at the end of the day, if anybody wanted to be technical about it, that's what they would be perceived in. It's not. I'm not passing judgment on him. I just asked a question on, well, if he's willing to have a child with her, then why not be married to her? That's just my thoughts on it. If anybody is willing to have a child with a person,
Well,
that's a
see,
major commitment. That is
see,
a major
Anton.
commitment.
So Anton. So
That's
all
even
right.
more. Go ahead,
So
man.
yeah. So let me just say this
Right,
piece
Chase,
right here,
that's
right?
even more committed than marriage. Chase,
So
it's more
so let me
committed than
say this
marriage.
piece right here, right?
We got to stop
We
holding that so high.
we don't know if he doesn't want to marry her. Because it could very much so be her that don't want to marry him. We don't
They
know.
could be married.
So or they
They
could
could
be
be
married.
married
Like
and we
we
don't know
probably like we
nothing.
don't know. So as much as we could speculate and say it's him, we could speculate and say it's her. We could speculate say that they are. You know what I mean? We don't know. We don't know shit from shit. You know what I mean? What we do know is that she's pregnant. So let's keep it on what it's on
Hey,
because
Broadway.
if we
Hey,
keep it on
Broadway.
what
Let
it's
me ask you a question, Broadway.
what's up, King?
Let me ask you a question, Broadway. By you saying we don't know if they're married, but we just found out that Rihanna is pregnant. Like that's the biggest news in the world. You don't think them investigative reporters had the resources to find out if they are married or not? Like court records is public record, man.
I
Like, come
mean, yeah,
on, like,
I mean, yes, right? I mean,
we
right,
in the
but
age of information.
right. So let me say this, Anton, right? Yes, that's a fact, right? You could look up marriages are public record, right? You can find that. You could Google, you could do your Googles and find that, right? What I'm saying is, for the reason of her, if let's say they're not married, we don't know if that probably is because of her. Maybe she's not ready to be married. You know understand me? So it's not all the time because it's not all the time that it's the men because I got friends right now that some females I know they just don't want to be married, right? And I get it. It's probably an age demo thing because you also led with earlier saying that, I'm an older man. And I get it. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying sometimes the age demo is perspective on how we view things, But I also want to say this is that um uh uh baby sis Shantae, she has something interesting to say to me earlier, and I want to give her an opportunity to tap in right now because I do feel as though financially he's up. And when I say he's up, it's not because it's his money, it's because it's Rihanna. You understand me? And I think he's been dating up for a long time. And we're gonna have a conversation. Shout out to Allison. We're gonna have a conversation about dating up in a moment too. But yeah. So Shantae, tell the people what the conversation you and I heard a bit earlier.
So we were talking about, being excited that Rihanna's having a baby. Congratulations to her and to ASAP Rocky. But I was just interested to see, how much she's estimated at. And right now, it could be more, you know, but right now it's estimated that she is at $1.7 billion,
Wow.
and ASAP is estimated to be at 10 million. That's the
Wow.
equivalent almost of like I don't know, a woman making 100K and a dude making like $30,000 when you put it on Main Street.
Mmm. So
So
yeah. Go ahead, land it right there. Go for it.
so I'm thinking like maybe we could learn something from this because
Yes.
Rihanna went for her heart. She didn't
Yes.
go after the
A
money
lot of
because she doesn't make
yes.
the money that she makes. And you got all these women talking about the man gotta make this amount of money, he gotta make 6 figures, he gotta do all this, he gotta do all that.
Talk your
But if
shit.
it's but if
Talk
it's
your
right, it's
shit.
right. Because
Hell yeah,
the
fucking
value
right.
that you bring as a man or as a woman to that relationship is more intrinsic than just your dollar amount. And obviously, she saw something that was worth with him. And
Yes.
you know what? She's probably going to help him get to the top with her.
I listen. Drop the mic, just walk away. Just walk away from your phone. Stay far away. Go in the kitchen. If you in the kitchen, go in the bedroom, put your head under the cover because you was talking right there. And I'm jacking it, right? I'm definitely
Yo,
jacking it.
Hey,
Yes,
Broadway,
okay.
she not only dropped the mic, she kicked that shit across the seat like, fuck that. Now
Right.
y'all heard what I said.
Yeah, marriage ain't for everybody. Marriage is scary. Marriage
Yo.
is a
So,
lot.
so
Marriage is, your perspective change once you get married. You don't do the same things that you did like maybe in the
So
beginning,
are we saying
but
that
it's
marriage could
like
be outdated?
um a lot of it can sometimes it depends on your environment, how you grew up, how you because listen, I got $23 in my bank account and we signing a prenup because I'll be damned if my
I'm
man
not
take
doing
my
this.
whole 23. What's
I'm
that,
not doing this.
2382?
Somebody say come, Mike.
2382. He's not taking my
Allison,
whole
move
he's
my
not
co-host
taking
to the
all of
goo.
my money. So yeah, like
no,
it's
but
prenup time, but that's probably a conversation that's uncomfortable. Nobody really want to have. It's a lot that comes
With that
with
marriage.
getting married.
All right.
Getting
but
married.
but
So
I
it's
want
Allison,
like,
Hey,
I think
y'all
Allison was trying to
remember
tap.
y'all remember
Hold on,
that
King. King, hold on. I think Allison was trying to tap in.
Yeah.
but I wanted to piggyback off of what Shantae said, and and let you guys know. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that clip of Rihanna. Uh, she was talking to a correspondent, and she said, "What do you look for in a man?" And she said, "Well, let me let you know this. I'm not looking for a man."
mm,
Mm.
So the thing is with that, and she was very intentional with that statement and very pointed with it, is no, she wasn't looking for that. So basically, guess what? I'm the catch. And any
mm,
man that I choose to be with, whether he has $1 million in his bank account or $100 million in his bank account, I'm the one that's winning. So at the end
period.
of the, so at the end of the day, whether he's with her or not, that child is going to be great. Of course, we would love for them to have the traditional family, mom, dad, and baby, but she's good regardless.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Big time.
definitely agree. I definitely agree. I love the aspect that both of you ladies came from because
I
that
agree
baby is
too.
good.
Yes,
Good.
Yeah.
very good.
Yeah, she probably well loved
Good for
too and
life.
I
everything.
You know, so
because
so
But I'm just
everybody
let's
saying the
advance.
women on Main Street just need to bring it
it,
down a
it,
little bit. We can learn something from that. It's
Yes,
not
I
always
hold.
about how
because
much a man makes.
Hey, let me say this on the back of that. I got you, Anton. I promise you right now, King. I think I think a lot of times women, some women, not all. This if it don't apply, let it fly. Some women get caught up in shout out to Nia too. Nia, Naya, I'm not sure how you say it, Queen, but I'm happy that you're here and hey to you. Um, a lot of times women get caught up in pop culture. Meaning, oh, we're gonna have a conversation tonight. I promise you, we're gonna have a conversation. I wanna get to this last roll call topic. We're not gonna be able to get to it today because I want to get to the topics, but we're gonna table that last roll call topic. Team on Clubhouse and Instagram, we're gonna table that last topic and we'll get to it another time.
But
But what I will say is a lot of times women follow pop culture. And what that means is if it's a hot girl summer, if it's a what was that Luke shit back in the days? Pop that pussy, do the brown. I wanna rock, I wanna. You understand me? It's like a lot of times people use a lot of times people use the media and what's happening in pop culture as an excuse to do what they already want to do. You understand me? And when you use pop culture as an excuse to do what you already want to do, it's like to say you're resting on the laurels of what's already out there. And I feel like I don't need to talk about, or excuse me, I don't need to if I'm an emotional ass nigga, I don't need to use Drake as my scapegoat to say why I'm an emotional ass nigga. You understand me? If I'm that, that's just me. And I think sometimes I don't know if I'm flying over some of you guys' heads or I'm being misunderstood, but I guess what I'm saying in totality is if you want to be outside, then be outside. You understand me? And I'm losing my point, so I'll yield there.
If you want to be somebody and you want to go somewhere, you better wake up and pay attention.
Yeah, man.
Hey.
Yeah, because these girls, Kevin Samuels, he's saying, yo, don't date after a certain time. That doesn't mean what you guys initially think that it means. They're saying that they're saying that if you wanna listen, man. I think Shantae said it the most. I don't know who made me this drink, But
Yo, I was just
we going
I was just about to say,
I don't know who made us these
What?
drinks.
you see me looking
Hey,
at my glass?
Broadway,
Yo, I looked at
Broadway.
I'm
my
sure her mom.
glass.
Hold on, hold on. I'm sure her
Hey,
mom will be pleased.
Go ahead, go ahead.
hey.
Oh,
I
should
don't
have
All
know
been
right,
if
go
y'all
ahead,
good.
remember
Anton.
that. I don't know if y'all remember that Dave Chappelle skit where he knocked up Oprah.
Yeah.
Remember that skit?
We had the money and
And
was
remember when Oprah said, "I'm pregnant."
mm-hmm.
He hung up the phone. Celebration dance on the bed. That was the funniest shit I ever saw.
Mm-hmm.
And that reminds me of what ASAP Rocky was probably doing when he found out that his lady was pregnant. I just had to lighten it up a little bit. Congratulations
You
to
so
Rihanna and
silly.
ASAP.
You so silly.
ASAP was like,
Can I
I won, baby.
can I
I
get
She
in?
finna
won.
prize herself.
You know what? Listen, I want to say this. We want to move the segment along, right?
But
But
real quick though,
go ahead.
if you watch the two of them, they're alike. It's
Oh,
no,
Mm-hmm.
it's, I'm not
what's
even like
ASAP?
surprised at it.
What's
Forget having
ASAP's
a
What's
kid.
ASAP sign, King? I know Rihanna's a Pisces.
I don't know, but they both are big in
If
Paris.
he's
They
a
both hang in
Scorpio, they're
Paris. That's
perfect
number
for
one.
each other.
Like that one thing with that the whole Paris, they're both their music, their clothing, they're big off that. If
Yes, they
people
have a
know
lot
they
of
are
economy.
very much alike.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It's not surprising. But go ahead, do your thing.
He's
Man.
a
All right.
Libra.
You know
He a Libra.
you know what? Can
He's
He a
October
Libra?
3rd.
Oh, I was just
Me
about
too.
Yeah.
I'm October
oh, yeah.
4th.
Yeah,
Okay.
that makes perfect sense.
My mother was a
Oh, yeah.
Libra. Shout out to the Libras of the world. I be jacking
Mama
Libras.
Libra. Hey
Can I
mom.
can I
So
jump
let's
in?
do this, right?
Paper here.
Let's
Can I
do
jump
this,
in?
right?
Max popping.
I know this probably means nothing to the viewers and listeners and to Clubhouse and Instagram, the Giants with us tonight. But I need my team to turn topic 2 into topic 1, because that's what we're going to get into. And we're going to get into the topic that's in the room last, because it just segues kind of well off of this Rihanna and ASAP situation. So live on Broadway podcast. Let's wrap this segment up and we're gonna get into segment 1. Let's do that. You heard?
I know y'all love Live on Broadway podcast, but stay tuned, sis. We about to get into the next segment. How he say that shit?
Clear. Sometimes it's best to just let the silence introduce yourself. You heard? Live on Broadway podcast. Y'all know how we do and what we give it up and how we give it up on Mondays. You heard? If the Giants are heavy in attendance when I scream pool, you guys know what the fuck to say. You heard? Pool. Clear. Y'all know what's happening. Y'all know what's happening. Greetings and salutations to the team, to the gang. Listen, man, I got a topic I want to talk about. And it's not the one that's on the topic of we'll talk about that last on Clubhouse. The topic that I want to talk about respectfully is if women, why are you laughing? I said 2 words. If women listen to their men the way that they listen to their friends, do the Giants think that there would be way more successful relationships?
Absolutely. Absolutely. There would be way more successful relationships if
Women listen to their men the way that they listen to their friends?
humans listen to their all right, matter of fact, let me not do that because this is why we talking shit. If women listen to their men like they listen to their friends, absolutely. We would have a whole bunch of successful relationships. Yes. If what he was saying made absolute sense and he was saying it out the kindness of his heart and for the betterment of myself and us and everything, absolutely, we would get ahead. Absolutely. Absolutely.
I heard
Absolutely.
I heard a woman say today, in regards to having disagreements with her husband, that she has to like reevaluate the situation for a second in her mind and be like, do I want to be right or do I want to be married?
Oh, that's my shit. I know that lady that stole my shit because I be saying that.
Oh, is it? Oh,
Yo.
I didn't tell you that
She
was
stole my
yesterday?
shit. I be saying that. I
We
could
gonna
be
go
right or I
find
could be in a relationship. But my
She
bad,
said,
Trills, my fault. Go
oh,
ahead.
okay. I triggered you. I'm sorry. I didn't know that. Now I'm learning. I'm learning this new. But okay, so she's married. So she was like, "Do I want to be right or do I want to be married?" So I mean, I agree. It depends what the situation is, but for the most part, you want your man to lead. So if you're having a conversation, or even if you're just in a relationship, like why would you be with a weak ass man who doesn't know how to lead and doesn't know how to give good advice and doesn't want the best for you? So I'm gonna want to, listen to what he's saying, and because I already respect him, because I already know he's a good man, and what he's saying is to benefit me and us. So
Shout out to the homie IMJ underscore nice. I see you, Queen. My energy be like, I definitely say that all the time. I'm definitely not the author of it though. But I say that all the time. I could be right or I could be in a relationship. Sometimes it's not about being right, it's about being in your relationship. And that means sometimes you have to, you know, defer your point of view and say, you know what, all right, babe, I understand what you're saying. I don't agree with it. And sometimes I don't agree with it. Shit, a lot of times I don't agree with it. But I'd much rather be in a relationship than be right. And sometimes more often than not, a lot of times people are trying to be right because their ego. What I'm learning in the latter part of 2021 and the early part of 2022 is to place my ego aside. When I go into the gym, I'm not trying to lift up the whole rack because that's my ego. You understand me? I'm trying to do a lot of lightweight and cut my body up. You understand me? I'm not trying to worry about the ego. I'm not trying to get the last word. You understand me? And but it's a joint effort because it's not just me. My lady is trying not to get the last word. She's not trying to be right. So if we're both coming to the table, bringing whatever economies, right? Economies. That's how you say it. Am I saying it right? Anyway, am I saying it right? Ketchup, sodas,
Condiments. Condiments.
Why y'all letting me stay stuck on this? Y'all know I've been drinking.
I was trying
anyway,
to listen to where you were trying, but once you
Thank
said
you.
ketchup, it was a condiment.
A condiment. All right, cool. We may all be bringing our different condiments to the table, but we're bringing something. It don't got to be identical. Right. So I'm not so much fixated on being right. I'm more fixated on being in a relationship. You understand me? And both parties have to be on that same page. Right. Because if one party is, while the other party is being caught up while and being right, then it's not gonna.
Then you don't understand what I'm saying.
You're not gonna understand what I'm doing and what I'm saying.
I need some reciprocity. How Lauryn Hill said?
Condiments.
I need some reciprocity.
It's not a condiment.
We didn't say
condiments.
condiments. We said condiments. You added the
This is a prime example where I'm not trying to be right. I'm just trying to be on a podcast.
There's a very easy
condiments.
Condiments. All right.
Just don't say condom.
This is amazing. I love when this shit happens in real time. I swear to God. Tap in with us, Clubhouse. What's happening? We got Angie in the room. We didn't get any POVs from Nia or Naya. I'm sorry, Queen, if I'm saying it wrong. How you feel?
It's Nia. It's Nia.
Yeah, it's Nia. Hi.
It's never been Naya.
Nia, why you coming on here with your sexy voice? Where you from, Nia?
I'm from Philly.
Philly support Philly. I'm not from Philly, but I always wanted to say that. So, how you feel, Queen?
I'm good. How y'all doing?
We doing amazing. I see you got the auburn, the black girl blonde. I love it. You understand me? You glowing. What's your take on the question? If women, let me reiterate it for you. If women listen to men, if women listen to men the way that they listen to their friends, do you think there would be more successful relationships, Queen?
I do, but I also think that it depends on the type of woman you are. If you're a submissive type of woman, of course you're going to listen to your man and hear him out. But if you're a dominant woman and you tend to dominate situations and you tend to dominate conversations, you're going to overpower him no matter what. And you're going to always want to put your 2 cents in, and you're going to always want him to listen to you because you think that you know what's best for him, for you, for the relationship. So it really all depends on who you are as a person, what type of woman you are. And I also think a lot of you guys on here are probably a lot older than I am.
How old are
So
you, Queen?
I'm 25,
And this is your frame of mind at 25?
and this is my frame of
Awesome.
mind.
That's
So my
amazing.
whole thing is a lot of people my age and my generation, they don't know how to sit down and listen and even have a conversation. That's why a lot of the relationships in my generation, they don't work out. They don't work out. They're just a, oh, I'm here, you're here, let's get it popping, we gonna go to the club, drinks, blah blah blah, whatever, kick it with the homegirls, kick it with the homies, and they actually neglect what a relationship is supposed to.
B.
Let me rephrase, they lack what a relationship is supposed to consist of. You
Wow.
understand what I'm saying? So
I have a
it's
lot of
not
questions
really
for you.
like, it just all depends. I think it all depends. But that's a
So,
great question.
it's Nia, right?
Yes,
All right, Nia. Were you raised in a household with both parents?
I wasn't. I was
You
not.
you was not. Okay.
No.
Well, if you don't mind, if my train of questions are too intrusive, please let me know, and I'll defer them.
Mhm.
So you were raised in a single family home. Was it your father or was it your mother? If you don't mind me asking.
I was raised primarily with just my mom.
Okay.
Now, my father was in my life. Don't get it wrong. He was there. He was in my life. But he had, a lot of other things that were going on with him. I guess you could say distractions. Um, put it in plainer terms, he had other children by other women,
Okay.
right? So I was the baby. I was the baby, and I had other older brothers and older sisters. So I was kind of like the last of kin. And, him and my mom met late in the game, and I just kind of happened.
Okay.
So that's kind of like how it was. They was never really like married or like together, and it was a lot of stuff came out later on down the line in my childhood that I would rather have known, wanted to know up front. But it is what it is. I'm here, and that's just how it is. But a lot of my intake on relationships and stuff like that, it really comes from experience,
Mm.
because I done dealt with a lot of men and a lot of, he said, she said, oh, I know what's the best and this, that, and the third. And I'll be like,
Yeah.
whoa, 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 hold up. You're not me. How you
Right.
how you going to sit here and tell me what's best for me? You not
Right.
me. You didn't live the life that I live.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So it's
Yes,
like it just comes.
absolutely.
So for me, I actually get a lot of value from actually asking my friends and talking to my friends about my relationships and stuff like that, because they actually add value sometimes, because some of the stuff that they say and they think about, I would never even think to even, you know what I'm saying,
All
to
right.
even think like that. It just goes beyond a certain level that if you just talking to your partner, understand what I'm saying.
So
It's not like, oh, I'm gonna just go to her because I don't want to hear what you have to say. No, I'm gonna go to her because she's gonna let me know, sis, you wrong.
yeah.
You dead wrong.
Accountability partners,
Right.
right?
Exactly. Exactly.
Listen, if you're new to the platform or if you're not, my body is accountability and how important that is. It sounds to me like you've had a wealth of experience around you. It sounds like you've played the wise person and learned off other people's mistakes so you wouldn't have to experience them yourself and not been while others have perhaps occupied the spaces of being a smart person and had to
Mhm.
go through their own thing.
Mhm.
So I take my hat off to you, Queen, because I mean, shit, you out here and you rocking. You understand me?
Thank you.
You talking. Listen, I have conversations with people that are mutually my peers, and they don't get it. They don't understand it. I have
Mhm.
conversations with women that are 20 years your senior, Queen, and they don't get it.
Right.
You understand
Mhm.
me? And I think that it's when I have conversations with young ladies like yourself or brothers of your age, demo, and they just come from a different perspective, and it's like, damn, they get it. There are the millennials or the Gen Zs or however they call them, that get it. You understand me? But I want to
Mhm.
move the conversation along to the room and see how everybody feels. Shout out to you, Nia. And I knew it was something special about you because you had patience to sit there and just listen, and you
Yeah, I
wasn't,
listen.
a lot of times people come into these rooms and they be fast off their mic. So shout out to you, Nia.
Right. Coming here
Thank you.
dropping
Thank
jewels
you.
and
I see
stuff.
Dr. Ford. I see Dr. Ford. I see my guy Prince down there. I see Angie. She pulled back up. Shout out to you, Angie. You know, What's happening, Dr. Ford? Could you give me, what are you a doctor in, Queen?
Hello, everyone. It's past 8 o'clock here, so good evening. I have a doctorate in education, and my specific concentration is curriculum and instruction.
Say that again.
So it's education leadership, and my specific area of specialization or concentration is curriculum and instruction.
Okay, cool. I muted you, King, so that we could hear her too. All right, so I know you've been in here for a little while, Queen. I'm gonna come to you in a second, D. Respectfully, I want to get it from Dr. Forte. Am I saying that right?
Yes, perfect. Yes,
All right,
Forte.
Dr. Forte. Do I need to reiterate the question? Okay, I will. If women listen to men more, if women listen to men the way that they listen to their friends, do you believe that there will be more successful relationships out here?
Definitely, yes. And because I mean, we're dating men. We're not dating women. I mean, heterosexual women. So, if you want
Oh, Dr.
information,
Forte, hold on. This is some ice cold game. Hold on, I know you talking and you dropping bombs tonight, respectfully. You said about 2 words thus far, and you talking that talk. So I just want to say respectfully, go ahead, Queen. Dr. Forte, please delineate.
sure. So it's almost like if you're trying to get information on a specific thing, right? You make sure you get information when it comes to people who have information on that, right? Whatever it is. So for speaking for heterosexual women, if you are dating men, I think it'll be wise and effective and more valuable to get the perspective of men versus having the perspective of women, because I think that kind of conversation becomes just, I see as a circular conversation. We're just sort of repeating our
Repeats itself.
experiences
Right.
and repeating the experiences independently of how different we may deem it as. It is still experiences of women with women. So I think it's important. I have older brothers. I talk to my friends to process information sometimes because I think women are very valuable
I
to
talk
help
to my
sort of,
friends.
yeah, to
I
process
talk to
information.
process information sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. Because I
Okay.
don't think because a lot of times women, we want to process information with men, and not all men are interested in processing information the way we do. And it's just a gender thing. It has,
Doc,
and
Doc,
specifically with skills, people just do things differently. Yes.
I love your blue frames on your PTR too. Like blue is one of my favorite colors. I love that. That looks amazing. I love it. I want to say this though, right? So you're saying that if women listen to men more, they would be more. To, if women listen to men the way that they listen to their friends, they would be more successful relationships. Okay, so my question to you is, turn this
Or
down a
if they
little bit.
want real change, if they want real change,
All right, right.
real introspective work. Yeah.
Right. So what I'm asking you is do you believe that women, because then you then follow that up by saying that you speak with your friends to process information. Are you speaking with your men friends or your lady friends?
Well, I have both genders. I speak with my women friends a lot of time just to the length sometimes of the conversation to just process things, and talk about it. But when it comes to specific finding solutions, in my experience, it's been more valuable to get those specifics from men,
Yeah, because
because.
I was gonna say that just there, right? Where I don't think I'm sorry. I was gonna say I don't think that it behooves anyone to, if I'm a man and I'm trying to if I'm a man, I'm trying to get it from women, for me to go to my men friends to process information that's based off of a woman's emotion. It's counterproductive.
Right.
I need to go to my
Exactly.
women friends to
Yeah.
process the information that came by way of a woman
Right.
so that I
To get your
can
understanding.
get the right information.
Right.
Yeah, because we're wired differently, right? It's the way
Yes.
we even, when it comes to our styles, doesn't mean one is superior to the other. We just have a different way of getting to information, the way we
Yes.
just digest it. So I just think it's important if I'm in a relationship with women, then I can go to women, right?
Right.
Or if I'm if but I think especially it's easier to go to your friends and other women to discuss relationships, your private life in a heterosexual relationship. I think it's the easier way because it's harder a lot of times when you talk to men. They tell you the truth, and they might tell you
Right.
you probably overreacted, you're probably acting crazy,
Right.
you're probably doing
Right.
the most.
Right. Right. Right.
And they tell you those things, and sometimes
But
your
why they don't? But
girlfriends
wait, hold
or
on, Dr. Forte. Why when? Because I agree, and I'm not
Mhm.
agreeing because I'm a man. I understand how men are and how women are. Women to give you
Yeah.
the soft and pink PG-13 version
Hmm.
of it. It's as hard as it can go. It says that's as hard as the. But when you get it from a man, he's giving you rated R, XXX 17 or whatever
Yeah.
it is. Because men, we tend to we're not we don't care about your emotions. We care about telling you the truth.
Yeah.
And while your friends are they care to share certain emotions and be kind and considerate to how you
Yeah, that's
feel
what's gonna
and
happen.
and give it to you a certain way where men I'm like no because respectfully ladies in the room no you don't fuck everybody in the neighborhood that's why he don't want to deal with you
Uh huh.
because he heard about it.
Yeah.
Uh huh. Keep it real.
That is so true. And just in harmony with what you just said, I hear a trending conversation with women a lot that, a girl would meet a new guy and the friends will be like, just have a good time with him, just have fun. And I rarely meet men that would just tell you, oh, yeah, sleep with a guy, have fun with him.
No,
They're
Right.
usually
Right.
I'm
like, they
definitely
don't
never
Right.
tell you
saying that.
that.
Right. That part.
They never tell you. Your girlfriends will tell you, hey, have fun, but then you do have expectations. So why come with this disguise of
Mm-hmm.
I just want to have fun? Then after a few weeks you start to act weird because
Right. Start expecting
you yeah, right?
Right.
Then you start now demanding more. But every guy would say, well, we view women in categories. It's very simple. It's women they have fun with only, women they want something more from. And they're like, what category are you entering
Mm-hmm.
in that space? What do
Mm-hmm.
you want from that space? And I think for my friends, it's always like, oh, just you're independent woman, go and have fun. But then it,
Yeah.
it backfires. But
Yeah.
men always tell you, go there and express your intentions. Don't be masculine and too aggressive about it. But you can
Well,
state your position in a loving, respectful way.
Well, I want to move the conversation along, but I definitely want to acknowledge and appreciate you, Queen, because Dr. Forte, we need more educators. We need more amazing, smart, articulate, women around these parts. And I'm not saying that the ones that are here now don't do that, don't exude that. We just need more of it. You know
Right.
what I mean? We need more of it. And in closing to what you said, I just think that I mean, let me get it from some men. Forget what I think. Let me get it from
Mm-hmm.
some men. I'm gonna go to the collectors because I want to get it from some men. Then I'm gonna come back to Clubhouse and I want to get it from some men. Then I'm gonna come back to you, Taj, because the fact of the matter is, I think when some women say, excuse me, when women say, go have fun, versus when men say go have fun, we don't mean go fuck everybody. We
Right.
mean
Go
go
out
out,
and
have fun,
have
go
a
to a
good
dinner,
time. Right.
go. Remember Double Dare where they would play the thing, the jousting thing on a go climb a rock. Go on a picnic. Go
Right.
do things. Go on excursions. That's what we mean when we say go have fun. When women say go have fun, I think it's a bit.
It depends on what women, because we all don't be telling our friends
Uh,
to go sleep with
Yeah, but
people.
but here's
Because
the thing
I'm
with
not
that
the friend that be like
rules.
that.
But here's the
I'm a
thing: when women say go have fun, it depends. If you telling that to your girl and four other girls on told that to her, and she thinks that it means go fuck the world, and you telling her go have fun, you like Rubes, you never told me that. I'm gonna have fun.
But if you know me, then you know what my type of fun means. If you know what type of friend that I am, I'm not gonna be like just go out there and sleep with everybody. That's not the type of friend
I
that
like
I
what
am.
I like what IMJ underscore nice said. She said, "Go enjoy yourself."
Right,
There's
go
a
enjoy
difference between
yourself.
having fun and enjoying
No,
yourself
having
because
fun and
having your
enjoying yourself is the same thing. Don't
having
go fuck
no
that
it
nigga,
doesn't.
sis. Yo,
Having
sis,
fun.
go get your ass tossed up. We don't
No,
Hey,
say
Ruby,
having
nothing like
don't
fun.
take the
that.
physical
Having
Go,
challenge.
get your, how Broadway saying, go get your whole knocked loose.
no,
We
whoa,
don't
whoa,
fucking
whoa,
say
whoa,
no
whoa,
shit
whoa,
like
whoa, 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 what just
Yo, come
happened
on
get
here,
now. We
your
got
yo?
whole
doctors
knocked
in
Whoa,
the
loose.
whoa,
house.
We
whoa,
don't
whoa.
hit
Yo,
Broadway's
Yo,
line.
what's going
Okay?
on right
When we
now?
want our
Nah.
friends to go have fun, go mini golfing, go do shit like that.
No, no, no. Listen,
We say,
listen. I muted her mic. She don't have
yeah,
a
you
mic.
forever muting
yeah,
my
Josh,
mic.
don't listen to her. I'm
She
sorry.
don't have a mic. Let me get it from. I'm coming to you right now, D. Let me get it from the collectors first because King, tap in. I need it from the men, beloved. I need it from the men.
I'm rocking with the sisters earlier. They was on point. Somebody had said, like I'm not gonna ask my homegirls because my homegirls ain't me.
Mm.
Certain things I don't feel like you could ask certain people
Right,
for the answer. When she was saying earlier, like, oh, I just asked to
right.
find out, like to get this and that. I don't ask them for the answer. Some things you have to come to an answer and an understanding, directly with, the people you in company with the shit with. And when it's in a, if it's in a relationship, I feel like yeah, if it was more of that, yeah, because females deal with emotion too. So if a female asks her homegirl something, she might answer it in the terms of what she would
Oh,
do,
she went through her trauma.
or she
Absolutely.
might answer it in the terms of what she went through today.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If my man called me and I know he not like that, and he like, oh yeah, this girl, she, you know what I mean? I'm messing with her, but she got this her baby father, and he do this and that, and he all aggressive. Son, leave her alone. You know why? Cause you ain't that type of dude, so you don't even need to be into that situation. But I'm gonna tell you the truth. Some people might lead people in the wrong direction, so
Mm-hmm.
it's real careful with women because they
Mm-hmm.
real emotional. They could be
That
going
part.
through something. They might not like the man you with. And they might lead you in the wrong way just because they like the man you with. He might be
Yes.
wilding
That
out. I
that
seen
that
females
part
telling
too.
girls
That
they were
is
dudes that
it's
was
so
beating their
much.
asses.
It's
Like,
so
oh no,
much.
stay with him. She beating his ass. What the fuck you saying?
Right.
Oh, but he take care of her. Yeah, he take
Right.
care of that I jamming too every week. So how you tell her to stay with somebody? So
Right.
I think you really, yeah. I think yeah. If the direction is being led in the right direction, it will be more successful.
Yeah.
Relationship because we got our head on, man. We just lost our way. That's it, way.
There you
For
go.
the
We got
brothers
our
that's
head on.
here,
We just
you know
lost
what I
our
mean?
way.
So much,
Um,
you know.
let me go to my guy D. Before I get to you, DWY Music, I'm gonna say this. Make sure you tap in with the collectors. Y'all see this hat right here tonight, Black Queens. You understand me? Shout out to the collectors. Collectors collect. Underscore collector's choice. Make sure you tap in. You know what I mean? They gonna get you fly. I got this camo Black Queens. You know what I mean? Shout out to my brother, my guy. You know what I mean? Preem. Underscore collector's choice. Make sure you tap in. This ain't even an ad neither. I just jacked the brand. You understand me? This is by happenstance. This is my you understand me? But anyway,
Wish I had me a little hat to throw my little ad in, my little. I ain't gonna say nothing, no. Collector, you knew my
Yo,
hair was
what's
messed up
happening
before I
right
got
now?
here.
How did this become about you? I'm just
I want to
what's
be
going on?
down
Anyway, we
too,
live.
Brandy.
Listen, tap in with us, D. What's happening, King? I need it from some men. We got it from Nia. We got it from Dr. Forte, the collectors. At bare minimum, let me get it from another man perspective, King. Do you believe if women listen to men the way that they listen to their friends, there would be more successful relationships, King?
Yes, I would say with their men with their best interests, whether it be a brother, or a good brother that they cool with, i.e. like DWI or Broadway or somebody like that, and you got a situation that arises, because the one thing we can tell is we know when it's a man shit, we know when it's just some you overreacting shit, and we know when it's somebody trying to take advantage of some shit. Like we before you even finish the whole story, we can tell you what's gonna happen at the end of the story.
Right.
Now it's just up to the young lady, whomever needs said information, is actually gonna follow through with with what's given to her after she's uh got the downloads from the good brothers. So yeah, I think it will work. Definitely more so than women listening to women about men stuff, because I don't know why that's been going on all this time. Like all these talk shows and all that, we're not that hard to figure out. But Y'all mad at this dude that got his own thing on YouTube. Y'all should be listening to him how he talk about the men though, not the women part. Yeah, don't take offense to when he talking about women because I know he be talking about men too. Everybody ain't high value.
We
So
talk about that
yeah,
Kevin
then it's that.
Gates Samuels.
Kevin Samuels.
Oh,
I don't never say his name because it triggers women, So I just say
it's
that guy. They know what I'm talking
Definitely do. So
about.
Yeah, leave that alone,
I,
Damien.
right, and I already know how a certain amount of women in this room believe and feel about homie, and it's not always negative. So let me get it from Taja, and then I'm gonna come back because I see we got a few new giants tonight. I see we got I don't know how to say her name.
you're like
Marinique.
Marinique.
Yeah, Marinique.
Marinique. Oh, you went to school.
I'm in school now.
You
Shout
went
out
to
to me.
school.
Bachelor's in business, 3.6 GPA.
So they taught you how QUE sound. What's the QUE sound, Neek? Okay. Anyway, we coming to you next, you Marinique. Taja, tap in, Queen. Would you believe Jigga Man, more cheddar, more cheddar,
Mo
Okay.
better, mo cheddar. Folks like the man
off your polo
Repeat that for
sweater?
me.
rolling with the ROC. Hey,
Hey,
fellas,
fella.
remember me, the
All right,
teacher
all right,
used
all
to
right,
fellas.
all right.
so
Listen.
distracted, yo.
This is
Focus,
not a rap
man.
competition.
Pardonnez-moi.
What?
Too much.
That's French. Like French toast and French fries. Pardonnez-moi.
So you got your language from McDonald's.
Actually,
Hey, yo.
I'm logged into somebody's Hulu and I can watch all the good cooking shows.
I'm
So
not
shout out
doing
to
this
whoever
one.
account I'm on.
Taja, please take us
Yeah.
away, Taja. Please take us
Yeah.
away.
Here we are. Ask me the question. I got you.
Oh man, Quinn. The question in the room in every nail shop is: if women listen to their men the way that they listen to their friends, do you think there would be more successful relationships?
Absolutely. I
So
believe
wait,
that.
because everybody's been agreeing. So let me ask you this. Let me come about it from this angle. So the question is if women listen to their men the way that they listen to their friends, it would be more successful relationships. So my question to you, Taj, is why don't men, i.e., us, why don't we get that energy in real time? Because it comes across like you guys are able to discern and decipher when it's not personal. When it's personal, it seems like it comes across as, you gonna make me say it?
Say it.
It seems like it comes across as y'all niggas just don't want to listen to us. We saying it. We saying the same exact thing that your friends are saying. We're saying the same thing. And before I outsource something, I much rather get it from in-house. So why would I take something that isn't an ego thing? Is it? Your wig is shaking. I know you about to say some shit. Why is it that I'm saying your feet stink? Your friends are saying your feet stink. Why are you believing it from them, but not from me? And I'm your man, and I gotta sleep with you at night, and I'm smelling this. So that's an analogy to say what's going on in this house. Your friends are saying it, and they're on the outside looking in. I'm on the inside, and I catch it in real time. So why are you not listening to me? Tell me more, Taja.
Well, because you know what? I mean, what I realize with a lot of women when it comes to that, listening to their girl before they listen to their man is that they put their friends up on a pedestal that they have not put their man. Period and point blank. They look at him for all kinds of things. You know, he's good. He's good. If they need to get their hair done or their nails done or whatever, they want to get rocked out that night, they're good with that. But when it comes down to that emotional part, they'll go to their girlfriends because they think their girlfriends know better. But if you spoke to your man in your relationship, you would actually stay in that relationship with that man because you're not in a relationship with your girlfriend.
Fuck yeah.
So you want to make sure that you always pay attention to what your man is saying, whether you're having a conversation directly or you're listening to what he's saying around you. if you actually paid attention, you would have such a powerful communication. Just listen.
Oh, you going too fast. Wait, they can't keep up. They can't. I promise you, they can't keep up.
Well, man, it's been a
Slow,
minute. It's
please
been a
slow
minute.
it down. I just dissed you, right? That's what they say in battle rap. Like, please slow it down. What's up, Jen? I just go ahead, Queen. I'm gonna let you rock.
Because I mean, think about it. Like even like I have my nephew here. Men are always telling you what they want. You understand? When you come with a man, he'll always tell you what it is that he wants. Damn, baby, it's just
Exactly
like,
what
do
he
you mind
wants.
giving me like 5 minutes and let me just clear my head? They're always speaking to you very directly and very clearly. Now, if you listen to him and stayed out of your feelings half the time, you would find that you would be able to communicate with your man so much better, and he would have a safety net to be able to communicate with you as well.
Yeah.
Because when he sees, and the one thing that I've noticed about men, they'll say it and they'll say it. And when they see that you are ignoring them, then they'll start talking to your ass. And then you'll be mad, oh, he don't ever say nothing. He don't ever communicate. Why he don't answer me? And then he'll be mad at his boys because you think his boys are getting more information than you are. But really, in all honesty, every single man tells you exactly what he wants right there, point blank in your face, no skipping over the beat.
Please, nobody say nothing. Nobody say anything. Because I think that we're having a learning moment. And sometimes, we be so busy in potting that we don't tend to acknowledge the learning moment. So I like to point them out. What Taja and what the other ladies said alike, and what the brothers said alike, is women don't. How do you not listen to your man? Because hold on, let me reverse it for a moment. Rules. Do you feel like you as a woman that in your experience, not just one time, but with different men relationships, that women have that men listen to women, or do they listen to the same question but reverse? Do you feel like what's the question? Do you feel like men listen to their if men listen to their women the way that they listen to their friends, that they would be more successful relationships?
I think there would be because.
So you don't feel like men listen to their women?
Absolutely not, because it's your woman. It was a woman who told the exonerated five guy not to go nowhere, and he went somewhere and ended up the exonerated five. Had you listened to your woman, you wouldn't have been in that situation. You understand? It's more of your woman that's gonna tell you to get off that motherfucking block before your friends will tell you to get off the fucking block. You understand? Your woman is going to tell you to start this business and get your education and get your life together before your friends will tell you. So
I
I
see what
do
she doing. She
think.
cooking.
So I do think, and I do feel, if that's why I said when you asked that question the first time, I said if humans listen to their spouses, relationships would be much better, because it's not just women who don't listen; it's men who don't listen as well, and it's human nature. Like your mother would tell you all the time, "Yo, wash your ass, bro.
All right,
Brush your
I'm gonna
teeth.
give you some
Do
pushback.
all of that." And you won't listen to your mother. Your mother will tell you to go to school.
I
Your
see what's
mother will tell
happening.
you to make. Your mother will tell you to make something of yourself, and it may be the delivery that's throwing you off. It may be your reciprocation that's throwing you off. But that be what be happening in these situations.
So here's the thing, right? I don't agree, respectfully. I'm not, and I'm not saying that is. I feel like men. I feel like women. You guys have an innate ability in how you guys come across with things. You guys come across with things with yourselves and with the opposite sex very soft and pink, so it makes it easier for us to receive things. So if you say to me, "Yo, babe, I mean, I don't think you need to go outside tonight." You understand me? Because just naturally, generally, I'm not saying it's a blanket statement, but in more ways than one, you guys have a way of knowing how to keep us in the house, or figuratively knowing how to tell us no, or that that's not a good idea. So, with that being said, I feel like men, we do know how to listen to women. I do. In my heart of hearts, I feel like we do know. But you know what?
It's not about knowing, it's about choosing. We know how to do things. We know how to, when the garbage bag is full, to take out the garbage. But do we always take out the garbage right away, or do we keep stuffing shit at the top of the garbage until we really feel like the shit is overflowing? Like, it's not about just knowing, it's about doing.
Okay. Okay.
It's about doing. So it's like, yeah, we may say, stay in the house. It may be for safety reasons. It may be because we want to watch a fucking movie. You know what I'm saying? But why do I have to give you a PowerPoint presentation as to why we have to do certain things? But
Okay.
if you rock it with somebody and I'm with you, if we building something together, then I'm going to listen to you. I'm never gonna be dealing with somebody who I'm not gonna listen to.
You're not gonna listen
because
to.
I know me dealing with you, you have my best interest at heart, and you always want what's best for me. And the path that you leading me down is the right path. So I'm gonna fucking listen to you.
Now listen.
I'm gonna fucking listen to you. If I
So-
don't listen to you, that means you not even on that level for me to even be having.
with.
Right.
Yeah.
You probably a 3F rule. And if
Oh,
you a
shit.
3F rule, then you
All right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. We just gonna mute her mic. We gonna mute her mic. We done been down the 3F rule enough times. We okay.
I'm just saying, like, if just those are the people who you don't listen to.
Okay.
Because the people in the 3F rule. But your spouse, listen to your man. Listen to your
We're
girl.
trying to. I'm trying to curse less. I know I felt this episode, but I'm trying to curse less. Okay?
Oh, so you want all your guests to curse less? I'm
trying to be an image and reflection of what I want, of the things that I want. So I'm trying. I'm not saying that it's gonna happen overnight because we're off the script. We off the grid with this shit. We off the grid.
I've been cursing since
with
kindergarten.
this thing.
What in the?
So wait, let me get it from Marinique. Marinique, and we're gonna tap in with you, Queen.
Okay.
How you feel? So the question of the room is: if women listen to their men the way that they listen to their friends, do you think that there would be more successful relationships? Live on Broadway podcast.
Yes.
Tell me more. Could you do me a favor? Hit the three dots on your top right hand corner and put your audio quality in high.
And then moan again.
And then moan again. That's what Ruby said.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Can you hear me now?
We can hear you wonderfully beautiful. Go ahead, tap in with us.
All right. I feel like, not to down women because I'm a woman, but men have more sound judgment on things. And I feel like that's why men friendships last longer than women friendships because they not beefing and being messy and shit like that. So I feel like it's just better to listen to your man just because off the basis that he's a man. And your friend not finna tell you, well, as a female, your friend not finna tell you shit that's really finna benefit this situation right now. She finna be messy. She finna try to, I don't know, that's just how I feel about certain women. I don't really hang with a lot of women because I feel like they bring drama. But I feel like it's best that listen to your man. That's your man. He should have your best interest at heart. He should be looking out for you. He should want nothing wrong for you. So I feel like if you listen to your man more than your friend, then shit,
Right, because your
better
friends
odds
just
of your
gonna say
relationship
shit.
working out.
Yeah, that's just they gonna say the raggedy
Well,
shit that's
so-
gonna make you seem right. And
well said,
sometimes
thank
I don't
you.
need to be right. I
Broadway,
need to
can I give you
be
pushback?
understanding.
I got you. I
Not
just want to say
after Angel gives some pushback.
yes.
Yeah, go ahead, Angel, and then
just
Bougie.
I just want to say this
So
one.
we're
Hold on,
talking about like
Angel.
I would just
Hold on,
want to add a whole
Angel.
different twist to this. So for both men and both men and women, I feel like the level of trust in a relationship the will determine the level of like how much you view their advice or whatever they have to say is sound. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Like I think in certain instances, it's not just about what they're saying or what's being said, or what's not being said. I think you have to realize that sometimes people aren't have to be at that level of vulnerability to receive um advice from their partner, because sometimes things happen in relationships, things up and down. Sometimes it's up and there's a trust, sometimes it's down. So I think for both, there should be a, I think vulnerability factors into whether or not we're listening to our partners. I mean, that's just how I feel in that part.
Okay. Okay. We
True.
gonna
I agree with
we
that.
gonna
Go
begin
ahead,
to close
Bougie.
this. But go ahead. Go ahead, Allie.
So
Boosh.
I think we have good evening, everybody.
Good
Hey,
evening to you,
Broadway. Hey,
Queen.
Ruby. Miss you, boo.
Hey, I miss you too. Who's
Um,
that? What fun?
I
Bougie.
think it
Oh,
talks
hey,
about
Bougie, what's
intent,
your old cute self?
right? Um, I live in a world
Turn
where everybody's partner does not
Bougie. Turn your
always
audio
have
quality
the
on
best
high, Queen,
intentions,
so
right?
we
It
could.
is what it is. The same thing for people's friends. And so, yeah, sometimes there are absolutely instances, and I think it talks about where you are in your relationship and what kind of goals you want in your out of your relationship.
Mm.
Yes, there are absolutely instances in which your friend, and the key to figure that stuff out is discernment. If you're not
Mm.
able to discern whether or not your partner has the best intentions for you, or your friends have the best intentions for you, then hey, I don't know what to tell you, right? But there are absolutely, it is absolutely possible for your friends to give you sound advice, because sometimes it's about objectivity and perspective on certain subjects. And then it is absolutely appropriate for your partner to give you sound advice. I think it talks about influence, though. And if you, who you want to, whose word kind of sways um what it is. I have, there are the, I have, I well, absolutely, I say for myself, there are some things, if I'm talking about my relationship and the goals that I want for my partner, I'm absolutely having a conversation with my partner about that. But if this is just conversations about me as a woman, then I'm going to go talk to, I'm not talking to my man about me as a woman,
Right.
because he don't know what that's like. He can empathize, but he can't sympathize, right? He has no perspective
Right.
on that. Now I may bring that conversation to the elder women who are my friends and whose advice I trust, right? About the goals that I want to accomplish like that. So I think it talks about discernment. And if you lack discernment about who you bring and what to, that's a personal problem and really ain't got nothing to do about gender. And I park my car on that.
I'm
Them group chats be lit.
I'm rolling. I'm rolling.
Them group chats be super lit.
Right.
Yeah, I'm definitely rolling with that. I think you know what? I think I want to get it from the rest of the room, because I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it from David. See if David got any energy to add. If he doesn't, then I'm gonna move the topics along.
Yo, I think women need to listen to that man. That's it. Land my plane.
Well, damn, goddamn. So look, let's do this. Let's move the conversation along. Live on Broadway podcast. We're gonna talk about a thing or two. You heard? You know my vibes. It's cheaper to be yourself. Pool, y'all know the vibe. Live on Broadway podcast. Make sure y'all get in tune and follow us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and SoundCloud. And make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube. And also get into my gram while you there. I am underscore Broadway and Live on Broadway podcast. Clear. Listen, we talking about. We got a few things to discuss. Well, we had a few things to discuss. Now we here, right? And we talking about the topic in the room on Clubhouse, which is, does parents influence your dating style? I'll reiterate it. Does parents influence your dating style? What I mean is this, right? Not as an adult, because it's too late at that point. What I'm saying is, sometimes the way we've seen, I believe, the way that we've seen our parents date, if they're promiscuous, then we might grow up thinking that it's okay to be promiscuous. If I'm dating somebody and you know, I seen that their what up, Layla? And I seen that their mother, or excuse me, if I'm dating a woman as an adult and I seen my mother or father, have used men for money or use women for money. I might as a kid seeing that I might grow up to implement those same things. So I'm asking you guys, do you guys think that parents influence your dating style? Did your parents influence their dating style? Did your mother influence your dating style? Did your father? Did your pappy? Did your grandfather? Did your brother? Because I think parents, I should move away from parents. I should say, did your mentors? Because sometimes your mentors might not be your parents. Sometimes your mentor might be your brother, your sister, your grandmother, your grandfather. So let's reiterate that. Does your mentors influence your dating style? LOBP, put that up there a different way. Do your mentors influence your dating style? Let's go about it like that. What up, Benny? Shout out to Benoit tapping in. Collectors, tap in with me one time. Do you feel like your mentors have influenced your dating style?
Nah, that shit too personal. Ever since I was a little kid, I like what I like. That might not be what you like,
So, so,
but I
so,
like what
what?
I like.
All right. So you might like brown skin, Puerto Rican, or Asian, not from the Zulu
Yeah,
Nation. You might
I ain't
like
getting off.
brown skin, Puerto Rican, or Asian, but how you treat them,
Right.
how you treat her,
Hmm.
is does where does that come from? So how you treat your lady and how you've treated women prior to your lady, respect to the queen. Where has that come from?
Oh yeah, definitely from what I seen firsthand. Like what I seen firsthand, how I seen my you know what I'm saying. When I deal with somebody I care about, I'm gonna deal with you how I seen my pops deal with my mom. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
In that manner, things of that manner. Older people that I knew, or just people that I knew, and you knew like, he dealing with her properly. So that was the first thing I seen it from, as far as where I seen it, like the experience in life in our neighborhoods, urban neighborhoods, at an
Yep.
early age, you see the difference between whoever she is and that son joint, like that son wife. You know what I mean? You see how he deal with wifey, you know what I'm saying? And
Right.
then you see how he deal with something else. So you get the examples all around. I got them all around, like firsthand through my family, you know what I'm saying? And then firsthand through, outside. And then you go on in life and you see things, through TV and other things like that,
Mm-hmm.
and shit like that.
Okay. 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 So, all right. All right.
But it
So,
definitely, I think, yeah, your mentors, they do, because if you look up to somebody, if somebody's your mentor, and if somebody's molding you, you're allowing them to lead you in a direction
yes.
which you are, you know,
How did they
coining as
become your
being the
mentor
right direction.
otherwise?
Right.
Right. So if they teaching you the wrong shit, then you're gonna be out there dealing with females the
The
wrong way.
wrong
So I
shit.
think that,
Yeah.
yeah, I think your mentors do have an effect on it.
Okay.
You know what
So,
I'm saying?
so Taja, shout out to Taja, shout out to Queen Taja. Taja different. There's very few women. I'll consider you that, Ruby, right? You're like a Taja. Taja's like a Shantae. Where and I'm like a Ruby, Taja, Shantae, where right is right is right is right. I don't care if you men, if you woman. I don't look at that. There's a lot of women and there's a lot of men that side with men just because they're men.
Mm-hmm.
Women that side with women just because they're women. I don't particularly do that. Yo, what's happening right now? What's wrong with your thumb?
I was opening a can
Why are
of
you pointing at me?
beans,
What are you
and
saying?
the way I was holding the beans, like I got like a reflex, a deflect. How they say it, idle hands. And
Okay,
it was
we're
just
gonna
like
let that one
this.
slide.
So
But I
it
felt
was
like she
just
was
like,
pointing at me, Taja. I felt like she was like, "Yeah, he be doing that." I don't
yeah,
know.
it do,
Like,
it do,
but we
it
gonna
do
leave
feel
that
like
alone.
that,
We
right?
gonna
You
nah.
sound guilty, Broadway.
What happened,
Don't be
Allie?
coming from Broadway. Don't be coming
You
from
sound
Broadway.
guilty.
Yeah, it sound, cause my
You don't got a mic. Y'all just muted your mic. You
Oh
don't got a mic. I'm gonna
wow.
mute mine too. No, but seriously, what if I was trying to catch a
what if I
cat?
was trying to catch a cat? My thumb was out. Like
Um, I say that I say that before coming to you, Taja, because you know I agree with a lot of how women feel. Some things I don't particularly agree with, but I definitely understand.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And so my question to you, Taj, is: do you believe mentors influence your dating style? Because if they're your mentor, then you
Wait.
chose them to be
Let me give
your
a quick
mentor.
example. Let me give a quick example because somebody in the room said something like, mind you, I never really seen my pops and my mom's double date like that. So I'm not big on double dating. Like I don't have no problem with it, but I don't know. Like when I'm out with my joint, I want to be out with my joint. I'm not big on that. I'll do it
Yeah,
into the relationship when I might have met your friends and see how they was or whatever the case may be, your family members. But I didn't see that shit as a kid. Like that's one thing I noticed. Like my pops went out with my mom and them, they went out on their own time a lot. You know what I'm saying? And I took that and I moved and when I didn't like I'm not with that. People be having problems with that. I'm like, no, I
got
don't
you.
want to go with your homegirl and all that. Nah.
Yeah, okay. Taja, tap in with us one time.
I definitely believe that your mentor can have an effect on your relationship. I do believe that. Personally, I don't think that anybody should have an effect on your relationship. Only the two people that is involved in the relationship should really have any say in it. But because so many people, instead of just being themselves, and I spoke about the previews and the movies many times, where people just want to show the best of themselves. They want to show the bangs and the
Period.
shots and all the fast car chases. They want to show all that instead of showing all the elements of who they are. And so they go forth and they read all these magazines and this is how Will and Jada's doing it. This one's doing it. This is how this one's doing it. And then they put themselves in an element where they're pretending to be somebody that they're not. Because from the moment you start letting all these people dictate your relationship, you are doing their relationship. You're damn sure ain't doing you.
Yep.
Right. So here's the thing with that, Taj. Right, and this is what Baby Sis said to Jen. She said I saw my mom be this submissive mother and wife. I also thought that's what I also thought that that's what I was supposed to be and represent in my relationship. Let me say this, right? I feel like sometimes are we do our best to emulate and be the person that we saw in from our mentors, right? Our mothers, our fathers, our sisters, our brothers, our whatever, right? Grandparents. We do our best to implement those, to reiterate those things in our own respective,
Emulated.
right, in our own respective spaces, right? Now the thing is, when we're trying to do those things and too many times those things fail, then we go rogue and we do our own thing. We go outside, we start to say, I done been faithful too many times and too many women cheated on me. I done brought too many women flowers and too many women threw them in my face. I done paid too many women's rent and too many women stepped out on me. So now, if I do that, it's an innate ability to start doing other things, to just step out and start saying, you know what? That worked for my mentor, but that's not how I'm gonna give it up. And I don't think it takes a long time before we figure that out, because if we do it once or twice and we've gotten bad results, we don't do it no more. Like, let me use the collectors. Let me just make an example, and I don't know this to be true. I'm just freestyling in front of y'all, right? Collectors, did you ever try to what was it? You said long distance, or you said blind date? What was it?
No, like
Double
double
date.
dating,
Double
like
date. Let me
big,
ask you something.
I'm not
Have
really
you
big on that.
ever tried to do a double date in your younger years?
In my younger years, yeah, I do them, but I just don't do them like that. You
Right.
understand how
So,
some people don't like want them. Like when I
right.
want to when I want to be around my joint, I I don't want all that.
Right. So my question to you is
Get
the
it with
reason.
your friends
So
later.
I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed together we are. But I would think that the reason why you didn't consistently do it is because you didn't really because one because you didn't see it as a kid, but two also because you didn't get any dope type of experience that would
satisfaction
provoke
from it.
you to do it further.
Yeah, most of it, right. You're right. You know why? Because most of the time when I do that, the vibe is blown. You see, I've
Fuck yeah.
experienced when vibes be blown. So I'm like,
And
I
then
need to stay in
sometimes
my
it
Right.
becomes a
own.
competition too, right? If we're you cuddling on your girl hard, so the next couple want to be cuddling on hard, and sometimes it
Right.
becomes a competition. It becomes something, and this is where like when you're dealing with the mentor element, like I saw my mom deal with certain things, but what I would say is that you got to look at the rights of what your parents did, all your mentors, and look at the wrongs of what they did as well. You understand what I'm saying? And then take initiative to do your own thing from that. You know what I mean? Because a teacher could teach you whatever they want to teach
She
you,
said
but
it.
what did you retain?
Right.
She,
Yeah, totally agree.
listen, man. Let me go to Clubhouse. We got Benawar in here. Shout out to Benawar. Bougie recently joined us. We still are blessed by the likes of Layla. We got Naya, Dr. Forte. We got Marinique. You taught me how to say that
Yeah,
name tonight. Shout out to
Marinique.
Marinique. We got Kayla and Kenya here. So let me get it from everybody. Tap in with us. How y'all feel, Giants on Clubhouse? The topic of discussion is: do you believe your mentors influence your dating style? Tap in with us. Live on Broadway podcast.
I would definitely
Keep
say
that
yes, Broadway.
same energy.
Tap in one time, King.
Oh, you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Yes,
Yeah, no,
go
I would
ahead,
say
baby.
whether it's directly or indirectly. So I have a lot of traits from my mother, her personality, right? Sometimes she second guesses herself or whatever. Then I have some traits from my dad, but they definitely, I feel like your parents are your biggest influences. They kind of develop how you speak to people in general, and that includes how you speak to your mate. But you could improve over time. There's like practice, and yeah, those are your mentors. Those are your first teachers. So they definitely you see how they interact with others and how they interact with each other. So I would say unequivocally 100% that your parents have an effect on how you on your dating style. Now it's up to you to improve it and make your own and make things better, improve on what they built. You know what I mean? We could always improve.
Right.
And I land my plane.
Right. So what's your dating style? What was your influence? Who influenced you
My
in the
father was
dating
a
in the dating department, if you don't
influence
mind me
on
asking? What is your standpoint?
how I date. My father was he was pretty laid back. He wasn't with my biological mom. He was with his girlfriend, my stepmother. So I saw how he interacted. He was pretty much laid back and chill, but he wasn't a pushover. So um, that's where my influence came from.
Yeah.
Um, he also told me to, treat women well,
Mm-hmm.
but um, don't allow them to take advantage of you,
Mm-hmm.
and don't
Hell yeah, fucking right.
tolerate disrespectful behavior. So
Hell yeah, fucking right.
Absolutely.
Did you hear me say
Absolutely.
that? My bad. I'm gonna go back
That's
on mute.
right.
I think I was blessed to have that influence because he taught me a whole lot about being reliable, self resourceful, and stuff like that. Some of the things that women are attracted to.
Mm-hmm.
So I saw my dad pretty much go to work every day, hard work. He was generous with his time and his money. So that's pretty much how I he influenced me as a father.
Mm.
My time is
Yeah.
generous with my daughter, but that's not the topic. The topic is how it influenced my dating, and I had to learn sometime the hard way that the women that I'm with this didn't take to who I was or who I am, and once I met someone that you know just saw those qualities in me, they liked them, and it works out. So yeah, he was a big influence. most of my childhood was with my father, so
So
um,
so
I
wait.
really didn't see him argue too much with my stepmoms.
So
But
so so hold on.
go ahead.
All right. Let me say this, right? Um,
There's some background noise,
Okay,
Broadway,
so
that we're
so
hearing.
all right. All right, here we
yeah,
go.
you have to
Uh,
keep everyone else on mute while you're speaking, or it gives a feedback. So
uh,
Anthony, you have to be on mute while Broadway's speaking.
thank you. Thank you.
Was it me?
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
mute
you
up.
have yes,
Just mute up, King. Just mute up. Just mute up. I want to ask you a question, right? So thank you, Benny. So so my question to you, Antonio, is do you feel like you're the person that you are, do you feel like that has so all right, it hasn't always worked for you when dating women, right? They didn't always understand the man that you were. They didn't always do the thing that you thought that they would do by way of you being a person that you are, right? I'm asking that because earlier on, King, you gotta stay on mute. Just stay on mute. Don't even. I'm just stay on mute. Um, sorry. I'm asking you this because earlier on in roll call with the ASAP ASAP Rocky and Rihanna situation, you stated that he's is he going to marry her though? You know, and you gave some harsh, some very not harsh, but very straightforward point of views on whether or not what type of man he seemed to have been being. So what happens if he was if his mentors was being just the same thing that you were saying, where all right, this is the person that I grew up around. These are the people that I grew up around. This is what I grew up seeing. It doesn't mean that I'm a respectfully fuck boy or I'm trying to take advantage of anybody's situation. I'm just being an example of what I grew up around with my mentorship. So does that mean that because respectfully the same thing with you, you are being an example of so in but so many ways you're the same God that ASAP Rocky was because the same thing that ASAP Rocky was, you was being. You was an image and reflection of your mentors, the same thing that air quote ASAP Rocky may have been being to her. So it just may be different morals and principles may be different, but the bottom line is the it's coming from the mentorship of those that we grew up surrounded by. I'll park up there, King.
I understand what you're saying. Even with my influence from my father in that type of environment, um, I did want to get married one day. There was a light bulb that was struck in my head when I was 32, 33, and I wanted to be married and wanted to settle down with someone. And I thought the person that I would have that with was with my and you know I get your point about ASAP Rocky. He probably did have those type of influences, but who's to say he didn't want to get married? And the same with Rihanna. Um, my biggest thing with that is when two people are making a major commitment to birth a child into the world. I think they should give marriage the same respect. That's all I'm
But
saying. That it's their
but
personal
you
choice at
saying
the
that
end of the day.
but you saying that King is solely based off of I'm sorry. You saying that King is solely based off of your view of marriage, right? And how you saw an identity. Excuse me for the technical difficulties. I don't know where that's coming from. We'll figure it out, right? But that's solely based off of your perspective on what marriage is. You said, and I always say, nobody, I don't care who you are, you should not be married before the age of 32. Because marriage before 32, Shantae, what I always say, Shantae, tell them what I say, Shantae. Probably catching her off guard.
Oh my God. I'm like drawing blank. I feel like I
No,
know.
it's okay. It's okay. I always say marriage before 32 is a recipe for destruction because from 27 to about 30, you're becoming a different person. You just seeing and understanding who you are, what you are, and your personality, right? I'm talking about personality and exactly who you are because from about maybe 14 to 27, you're changing, you're shifting, you don't know who's who and what's what, you're trying to figure it out, and you're really getting an understanding of what life is. So from about 27 to 30, you're really setting in on the thing that you tried to figure out for all them years. You talking about college, high school, grade school, right? So those other 2 or 3 years, 32 to 33, I say that's the appropriate time to start figuring out whether or not you want to settle down. So with that being said, I don't think that it ever behooves, well, there's an exception to every rule, right? So I don't want to make that a blanket statement. But I don't think largely it behooves anybody, to women or men, to marry before the age of 32 because excuse me, more often than not, age signifies experience. Age doesn't mean that you have to get it all right, but age means that you probably know what it's like to have a credit card. You should know what it's like to have a car. You should know what it's like to have an apartment. You should know what it's like to have maybe in some instances a house. You should know what it's like to probably be a parent in some instances. You know what I mean? But more often than not, age signifies. So when you meet somebody and they go, "Oh wow, you're very pretty. Oh, my name Broadway. How old are you, Broadway? Oh, I'm 41. 41 should mean certain things. I don't gotta, it's like, what's your sign? You understand me? Your sign directly tells you a certain amount about somebody. Your age directly tells you a certain amount about someone. So when somebody asks you respectfully, what's your sign and how old you are, they're trying to grab and try to understand how to read the room. And I'm not saying that it's a blanket statement and it always pans out the way it should, but generally speaking, if you tell me you're 41, if you tell me you're 35, okay, cool, okay. Are you a mother? Do you have kids? Okay, cool. What do? You should know what you're doing for life. You know where your career's going. Right. You should know certain things. So I'm saying that to make the point on, do your mentors influence your dating experience, your dating style, your dating experience? I think that, yeah, my mentors have definitely experienced shaped and crafted my dating style. When I was about, maybe I always been around older men. You understand me? So when I was about, probably, I want to say 15, my mentor was the guard Wise. You understand me? So the guard Wise, I saw him. Wise had many wives. You understand me? But I also saw that Wise used to always get jammed up. You understand me? Wise used to always get jammed up with these different women, but I don't care who he was. He was the best provider for all them women. If he was with 4 women, he was providing and taking care of 4 women. But Wise always got jammed up. You understand me? So I'm saying that if you listen back, I don't particularly believe in being with multiple women. You understand me? Because I saw Wise get jammed up. Now, if Wise was able to get through, and Wise was able to be, fruitful and multiply and have these different women, right, then too, Wise didn't have kids until his latter 40s. So me being 41 with no biological kids, I'm showing you something in real time. I don't know if you're going to catch the hook or if you want to keep fishing. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm showing you something. Because for me, I feel like our mentors influence our dating style. So I don't care whatever woman I'm dating or I'm in a relationship with, you tend to benefit off of being with me. Because the type what I saw growing up, I only know how to take care of women. I only know how to be a provider. That's all I know. You understand me? So I'll get off my soapbox and just defer back to the room. I just feel like our mentors definitely hand over fist influence our dating styles.
Well, to your point, Broadway, just look at my generation, which is Generation X, and now the generation behind us, which is our children. They are definitely afraid of marriage because one, they didn't really see it. Number two, they saw a toxic relationship between their mother and father, and this is what the influence looks like. Because you got people that have poor attitudes about marriage, and it's not their fault. It is the fault of the influencers. The ones that got married and got divorced, we dropped the ball. So
But
when
why do
if that
marriage
question
over?
was ever to be
Why
posed to
do
my
marriage
daughter,
over?
Hold on. You getting some pushback, Anton. Go ahead, collect
Why do
this.
why do we push marriage over? Why do we push legalities over righteousness?
Say that again, collectors.
Why do we push legalities over right? People speak about marriage. They don't never speak about, oh, because the person is treating the person right and is right and they're taking it to the next level and blase, blase. People just feel like when you marry, you can excuse everything, and if you're not married, then it's just totally, blasphemy,
I'm gonna tell
you
you
know?
why that is, King. I'm gonna tell you why that is. The
Because I
reason.
can tell you why, let me tell you why took care of all his women. Because in the Quran, the only way Muslim men is supposed to deal with more women is if a Muslim man is away at war or if her husband has died. Then you can deal with that woman. And any woman you deal with, you have to be able to provide for them first. Point blank, period, before the bun.
So
So
let
if
me
you
say
can't
this to
take
you
care
though.
of your house, you can't have three wisdom.
The
That's why
reason,
I take wisdom.
the reason why some women, and correct me if I'm wrong, ladies, the reason why some women are, if we've been in a relationship, let's say for 17 years, 20 years, and there's no ring attached to it, Rubes, right? There's no ring attached to it, but we've been in a relationship. She might not be, and it's my, God forbid, it's my first time stepping out. She might not be success. No, let's just dumb it down and make it plain. We've been in a relationship for 6 months, and God forbid, homie steps out on her. I don't want that energy on me. God forbid, homie steps out on her. She might be, and they just in a relationship, she might cancel homie. But if they married, she may be willing in the same instance, she may be willing to forgive him because there's a certain amount of security that's attached to marriage. There's a certain amount of security that's attached to marriage. And this is what women has
It
been
is.
pumped to. Women have been pumped that to for so long, and they would be right. Whereas that's your boyfriend. If he's your boyfriend, there's nothing that you get from being a boyfriend or somebody's man. But if you're in a relationship with somebody and you're married, there's a certain amount of security that comes by way of being married.
But
Now,
can we
correct.
just
Go
keep
ahead,
it a
Bougie. I
buck?
see Bougie off her mic. Go ahead, Bougie.
So let's keep it a buck. Traditionally, historically, marriage had nothing to do with romance. It was
That
about
we know.
money and the merging of families, right? It was
That we know.
absolute. That's where
Yes.
you have the concepts of bride prices and dowries and all kind of other shit, right? That's where that stuff comes from. It has often been about an institution of creating and expanding families through social networks, right? And the influence that curries and that brings, be it the little goat herder or the big mullah, right? And so yes, there is a certain level of security that is supposed to that is supposed to bring, because before you entered into that institution, before you sign that contract, and this is from many types of um traditions.
Right.
You understood what you were buying into. This is like
Mm.
you reading the fine print. You didn't knock the tires on the car and all. This is like no different than buying a car, right? And so
Yesterday's
you
price
understood what you were
is
moving
not
into.
today's price.
Now, when we are talking about the concept of modern marriage, right? Whole different kind of situation.
Right.
And there are still some social holdovers, right, that we cling to. But traditionally, like your man said, there was that security. You cannot enter, you're not just sleeping with somebody, and there are many cultures that do that. You're
Yeah.
not just sleeping with somebody to sleep with them. You are marrying them because you understand what they bring to the table. And that goodie, that nookie, that's just a perk. This is what you're paying for, right? So again, we have to kind of reconcile what kind of framework we are approaching these concepts from. And I parked my car on that.
I just want to
Wonderfully,
reiterate one thing, if
wonderfully
I could.
executed.
I just want to reiterate something that Antonio said. Whatever people decide to do is respectfully their own business. But I just got to give a little pushback because I just find it very interesting that it's okay to just pop out babies and have children. And that is a commitment within itself. That is a
Lifetime commitment.
at least a 21
I'm
year
sorry,
plus
that's a
commitment
bigger
with that
commitment
person
than a piece of
indirectly.
paper.
So you're still going to be a part of each
And
other's
nobody
lives,
said that.
but you wouldn't put that same thought process into
Yeah,
marriage.
that's why.
Meaning, people so freely have kids and yoke themselves for 20 plus years with somebody, but you wouldn't want to be married to them. I don't know, but make it make sense. It doesn't make sense to me.
Again, you are looking at, it depends on the institution and lens in which you're looking at this through, right? Because you again are applying a very traditional mindset to, I mean, it's like you applying 1950s thoughts to 2022 life, right? The culture has evolved
Right.
and the laws have evolved.
Right.
We don't know what kind of conversation has happened between the two of them. There are some people, for legal purposes, for financial purposes, who have decided that, yeah, bust it, I don't want to get married, right? I am willing to be in a committed relationship with this person,
That's what we
and
were
this is what
saying.
my commitment looks like. And we have subsequently redefined this while having children. But then there are also people who say, you know what? I also want to have a child, but I do not want to have X, Y, and Z partner, X, Y, and Z person in their life.
Right.
The courts have absolutely evolved to a point where it's like, bust it. You don't want to be a parent no more? Fine, it's okay. Go ahead, sign your rights away. You don't have to do this, right?
Right.
So again, there are absolutely a ton of conversations that we presume have happened that may not
You know when they
be
start using words
something
like
that
presume, they trying to be
have or
smart.
have not happened. For example, I would think that she makes
Hey,
more money than
hey,
he does. I think that I would presume she makes more money than he does. So it may be financially better off for her for them to not get married,
Right.
for them to just be a committed couple, and that this
yeah.
child is a product of said relationship. But hey,
Yep.
but what do I know?
Because it
Right?
costs
Look,
more to get divorced than it does to get married.
That
right.
part,
It costs
okay?
So,
more to get divorced than it does
Divorced
to
and to
get
get
married.
and
Your
if
your
she makes more
marriage,
so
money than him, depending on the state in which they get married in, he absolutely
and that's more hard.
has
That's more,
rights to her money. So that
yeah,
means that she would
right.
have to freaking pay him alimony.
Yeah, that's
I
And
more
to
got you. I
work.
got
That's
you,
more
bougie.
work. If we have, oh, sorry.
I got you, bougie. I got you. I feel you. You ain't lied yet though, bougie. You ain't lied yet. You saying that that's more alimony. Go ahead. Go ahead,
Yeah,
boo.
that's it's more work, like with relation. Like if we just together and we just have a baby, then that's just, baby mother, baby father drama if it happens. But like with marriage, like that shit is tedious. That shit is like, even with the divorce process, like we gotta find a lawyer, we gotta have enough for the lawyer, we gotta divide things down the middle. Now you feel like you put more work into me, than me, so you feel like you should get the house and you should get the Shih Tzu and you should get the power tools, and that's a lot to have to break all of that down. And it doesn't happen overnight. You can't just be like, all right, I don't want to be with this person no more, and y'all get a divorce. A lot of people are married for mad years because divorce is a lot.
Shout out,
Right.
shout,
It
shout
is
out.
Financially a lot.
it
Looking
is
for
easier
hold on.
to
another
ride
place is
them
a
out.
lot.
Hold on,
You
guys.
know?
One mic, please.
Hey, one mic.
Thank you. Shout out to Chick Chat in here. Shout out to Chick Chat. You know, she be out here working and whatnot. I want to get it from the queen. What up, Chick Chat? You buy your mic, queen? Chick Chat, where you at? She probably away from her mic. But I want to say, you know, I get it from all parties involved. I get it from a man's perspective. I get it from a woman's perspective. And sometimes when it comes to women business, I don't necessarily agree with men. I understand where men be coming from, but I be siding with the women on certain things. You understand me? Like Dr. Dre should have had paid his woman something because he's married to her. He's been married to her for X amount of years. Should she get half? No. You understand me? But some women be outside trying to.
She took some shit, Wes.
What happened?
She took some shit.
She took 100 M's. He's worth the Billy. He's worth more than that. So 100 M's.
Okay.
Respectfully,
that's some shit though.
Yeah, that's the mother of his kids. Like, you know what I mean? Like she should get something. You know what I mean? But my thing be like when women be bitter for whatever reason or another and be trying to clean house. Listen, man. Chick Chat, you buy your mic again, Queen? All right, cool. We're gonna move along. Listen, man. You know we got some awards to get out per usual. Shout out to Electrify. We got some awards to give out. You know what I'm talking about? We got Live on Broadway podcast. We got the Tonys. We got the Grammys. You understand me? We've been in the background counting the ones and dividing the twos, Raina. Okay. You know, before I get into the awards, I want to let you guys know again, reiterate that February 14th. February 14th, Valentine's Day, Live on Broadway podcast will be having a special event in New York City, Meatpacking District, titled Love on Broadway. You heard me? Love on Broadway special event. We got a coupon code going on right now. You save yourself 15% off your ticket purchase by using promo code LOBP14. LOBP14, everything in all caps. You hear me? It's not a coupon code that's going to last for the duration of the event, but first come, first serve, respectfully. You understand me? So make sure you tap in Live on Broadway podcast. Go there. You'll see the event code. You'll see the link at the top. You understand me? And make sure you tap in. Live on Broadway podcast. We're doing something special for Valentine's Day. The ladies could bring out their gals. The guys could bring out their fellas. You understand me? If you're in a relationship, you can bring out your booze. You hear me? At the door, you'll be asked if you're in a relationship. If you say, yes, I'm in a relationship, you may receive a red band. That means that you're in a relationship. Do not proceed past this point. Leave her alone. Leave him alone. He's not available. You understand me? But if you're single, you may receive a green wristband that states that, well, you're single. Somebody should proceed. But always with caution is how I look at it. Always proceed with caution. Be nice, be a gentleman, be a lady, say hello, send him a drink, say, you understand me? Be nice. And that's always welcome. If you're in a complicated situation.
Why you did that?
Yo.
Why him putting his hand on my shoulder with complicated situation? Because my situation ain't complicated, all right?
Wait.
I don't know how you that must have been karma for my thumb that was going crazy for my idle thumb. I was just trying to catch a cab to go home.
Listen, what I'm saying is this, though. I'm not you, but I'm just saying, if somebody is... If somebody is in a complicated situation, you may be asked at the door, yo, you in a relationship? Nah. Oh, you single? Nah, it's kind of complicated. We got you. You getting a yellow wristband. Make sure you tap in. We're going to have the, shout out to the sponsors. We're going to have the collectors tapping in, sponsor tonight. We're going to have a sponsor The collectors is definitely tapping in. They will be there in attendance. Shout out, and shout out. Shout out to Annie Roof's Wellness. Shout out. Shout out to let me see who else. We got a couple. We got quite a few.
Sassaries in the
We got
building.
Sassaries in the building.
Sassaries in the building. Shout out to Sassaries.
Period.
Shout out to Strange Fruit Wines. You understand me? And we're gonna have a couple special artists performing. You understand me? We just no.
Me.
No, me, mute. Me, mute. You get no mic.
Hateration and holleration in this dancery for me.
But let's give out these awards. We got the of course, we got the Grammys on Clubhouse. We got the Tonys, of course, per usual. If you said something, if you receive an award tonight, you said something that was influential and meaningful. And on this side, you said something that was great. So we ask that you momentarily change your PTR on Clubhouse to Tony the Tiger to signify that you won an award and that you said something that was great. You understand me? So let's go through these awards. Respectfully.
Music Maestro.
we have a couple of let's start from the most influential. We are accepting speeches. We have the most influential. All right, so she's not here, so I'm gonna. All right, we have the most influential. Grammy tonight goes to The Collector.
Shout out to Cat.
Shout out to The Collector. Is there anything you would like to say upon receiving this award, beloved?
I was being healthy with my nutter butter.
My nutter butters.
What's up?
I'm here for it. Shout out
Appreciate
to the
your
king.
award, man. I'm here for it, man. Shout out to the king. Because that's what really got me here. If it wasn't for the brother, because we could agree to disagree. So shout out to that king.
Shout out to Anton.
Shout out to conversation, period, communication.
I know how we coming. Everybody make sure y'all come out on the 14th. It's going to be major. We in a place to be. Collector's Choice will be there.
Man, listen. Listen, man. I'm pulling out all stops, man. We're going to have flowers. We're going to have balloons. We're going to have special drinks. You understand me? Listen, man. I might walk around personally and just walk around giving out roses. You heard me? You know what I'm talking about?
Not the rose in the mouth.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I might start off the podcast looking like Jim Carrey in the mask with a whole rose, a whole bouquet of roses in his mouth. You heard me, Jack? Clear. Listen, man. Let's give out the rest of these awards, man. Tonight, for the most we did the most influential. Mm-hmm. The most logical. The most logical. Mm-hmm. That means whoever was coming up just being not in their feelings, but logically speaking. We gotta adhere to the room and give that to Taja.
Go Taja.
What up, Taj?
That's what's up. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that my mama told me right. Yes. And I was no fool, and I represented her the way she wanted to be too.
Shout out to the mamas.
Shout out to the mamas. Shout out to the mamas, indeed so, Queen. Listen, a lot of y'all came up here with that energy like,
yesterday's price is not today's price.
Okay.
Y'all came up here with the shits. We got more awards, though. We got more awards, and we appreciate the welcomes, the acceptance speeches. Let me see. The most long-winded award tonight goes to Anton. Come and accept this award, Anton.
Ooh, Antoine, because Antoine has some shit to say. That's right, Antoine.
Anton, come accept this award, King.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I think it's Anton's phone, because every time Anton come off his mic, you hear that. Yo, Anton, I think it's you, King.
You buy your radio or something?
Yeah, Anton, you got to mute up, King. Yeah, nah, just mute up, King. We accept this award on behalf of Anton and being long-winded. You know, sometimes you just got to say what you want to say, but be more concise and to the point. But nonetheless, you definitely tapped in and patched in.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, we can. What was that? Yeah, we can hear you now.
It was my Bluetooth.
Oh, so the Bluetooth was giving us feedback.
I don't know what you were hearing, but I turned the Bluetooth off. I didn't hear what the award was for, so I don't know.
Most long-winded, Antoine.
Most long-winded, King. You said something and you had something to say, and we receive it.
Listen, I'm not really a big fan of small talk, so I accept that award.
Talk your shit, Anton.
Go big or go home.
That's what I'm talking about, Anton. Round of applause for the bro, man.
I accept that award with all humility.
I like that, Antoine. Good sport. I like that, man.
You
I'm not a fan of small talk.
You can't get your point across if you sugarcoat that shit. You
That's
gotta
right.
say that
That's
shit.
right. That's right. I like it. I like it, and I'm in support of it.
Period.
So, Rubes.
Huh?
Every night.
Most toxic.
Every night she walks right in my dreams. Since I met her from the start, I'm so proud I am the only one who has blessed your little heart. The girl is mine.
Good, Ruby.
I thought that's what you was about to say. I
Good
thought you was about to
Ruby.
get your Michael Jackson and Paul McCartney on.
Ruby, you can
Doggone girl is mine. Don't tell me that, because I saw Diddy and I was like, I could sing it like a little bit.
Oh, God. Nobody. Listen, we do not support her voice. We do not.
I support your voice. This is short.
Thank you so much. When I drop my first,
She don't have a mic. We are not doing that all over again. We just. Raina, cut the feed. Raina, cut the feed.
I'm on tour. That's word.
No, Rules, we love you, sis. And no, you sound amazing. I'm just gonna pull your leg and make it difficult for you. The most toxic award of this evening goes to. We don't have a
no drum roll.
We don't have a drum roll. Yo, Raina, where the drum roll go? Oh, we don't have a drum roll. All right, cool. We're gonna figure out the drum roll on our side. All right. Everybody flash your mics for the drum roll, please, on Clubhouse.
I shake my double D's.
Yo, what you wrote here? I see what it's. Yo. Because Raina's back here listening, right? I got the team back here. Raina's back here listening to who's the most toxic, and she's writing this shit down. And I don't like the options right now. I don't like the options right now.
His name must be on it, y'all.
No, I don't like the options right now, respectfully. All right, so there's two options, so I know who's getting this award. Respectfully, tonight's award for most toxic is Ruby. Hey, Professor Ogilvy.
Hey, Professor Ogilvy. Well, first of all, I want to thank God, because without him, nothing is possible. Do you understand? I want to thank all the 27 people that live up in my head, because if they didn't live in my head, I wouldn't be as toxic as I am. All right? You understand? So shout out to me. Shout out to the back blocks.
Shout out to the back blocks.
Shout out to the back blocks. Shout out to my kids. Shout out to everybody, even though they better have washed some dishes today. And shout out, you know who I want to give an award to? I want to give an award to sis that was on here coming out with her porno. Because sis, I'm with the aspiring pornization, all right? Link
she
with
talking
me.
About Trills?
Oh, Trills.
Was that Trillion?
Trills, link me for some thrills, okay?
Wait, hold up. Was that Trillion?
Trillion.
Yeah, that was me and Trill.
So Allison and Trillion, you guys are sharing the most toxic award
Allison
tonight.
And Trillion? I'm gonna have fun tonight.
I want to give an honorable mention though. I want to give an honorable mention for the most logical. I want to give an honorable mention award tonight to Nia, come on down and receive this award. The most logical. You had a lot of logical things to say, and it just made sense. You didn't stand on the side of man or woman. You just was like, yo, this is it, and this is what it should be. So could you please accept your award tonight, Queen?
Yeah.
Thank you. I do accept. Thank you.
Right, yeah, she did good. She definitely impressed me being 25 and having
to be
the
25 and have that mindset. Right.
Yeah, that's really cool. I definitely have hope for you and wish you the best in your future endeavors, for real.
What you said, Nia? I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I just said it just comes with experience. It ain't nothing personal with men or women or none of that. I just like to see things with a straight clear view. Both
Right.
sides. I like to listen to both sides and hear what everybody got to say, and that's it. That's all.
And that's why
Yes.
she won the award.
Thank you, y'all.
Yes. We definitely agree, and shout out to you, Nia, for that. Prinny, we see you, Prinny. I'm saying that right, Queen?
Yes, you are.
All
Hey,
right, cool.
everyone.
Shout out to Prinny. Live on Broadway podcast. We do this podcast every Monday. Shout out to my guy, _Collector's Choice on Instagram. Shout out to Taja Love. On Instagram. Taja Oracle. I'm saying what? Taja, I'm sorry, Queen. Taja Love Oracle. Taja Love Oracle on Instagram. Her energy is always real, right? It's a pleasure to Taja. We miss you. I'm about to share my password and everything. Log in on Clubhouse because we miss you, Taja. We miss you around these parts.
I miss y'all too, bro.
And you know how I give it up, Taj. I keep that same energy in the dark, being in private conversations as much as I do in the light. Shout out to you, Taja, and I think you're dope. A lot of women can learn from you, and you're just a dope person in general. Shout out to Taja.
I appreciate you for that.
Shout out to
Thank you.
Benoit. Shout out to Bougie. If I had to give an award for most bombs, I might have given it to Bougie. You know what I mean? Because Bougie was definitely dropping
them. Mm-hmm.
She was definitely dropping them. Shout out to David for being patient.
Yeah,
you understand me? Some honorable mentions. But they was here.
Okay, yeah.
They was here and they was supporting and they was quiet. And sometimes you don't need to say nothing. Your presence is the present. And we accept that. You know what I mean? Shout out to my guy DWY. He's normally he likes to get the most influential. Right. I think that's where that award comes from. But he keeping it cute. He in the background. Shout out to Shantae. You was dropping some bombs on first segment. That roll call, you came with it, sis. Mm-hmm. You hear me?
Thank you.
Per usual, I don't do this by myself. Shout out to you, Rubes. I appreciate you being my co-host this evening. You hear me? Thank you. But you always silently on Instagram, on Clubhouse, in the background, on my text saying, no, brother, you should be saying this.
That's right. I'm tapping in.
You always tapping in, so thank you, Rubes. Thank you and shout out to my team. Shout out to Raina _Elaine99. You know how that goes.
That girl be working, y'all. Please put some respect on Raina's name, because Raina be working, y'all. I've seen Raina work since day one, and Raina has definitely grown a lot. We still gonna look at you as a baby. You better not. You can't curse.
You can't
talk
curse.
to boys.
You can't talk to boys.
You cannot have sex.
You cannot have the S word. Okay?
Raina can't do none of that.
You can't say nothing, Raina. You get nothing.
Y'all are crazy.
Okay?
Raina,
no.
That's the halo. Raina is the angelic podcast person. That's it. She's just a halo. That's it. Like Raina's all the way.
Well, you better throw some holy water on it before you get up out of there.
Shut up, D.
You and your 27 people in your head.
Shit, that shit started boiling when I walked in, D. I don't think that shit holy no more. I'm in the building.
Shout out.
I love all 28 of y'all.
Shout out, I love all 20 of y'all. Shout out to Allison. Shout out to I Am Allison. Shout out to you, Queen. We appreciate you. thank you,
Yeah.
and thank you. You've come in, and there's a lot that goes on in the background, and you've definitely figured out a way to add value to LOBP. So shout out to you, Allison, and thank you. Just simply thank you for always being available for myself, for Raina, for Mark. Just thank you for being here and a part of LOBP. We thank you. We salute you, and They say behind every strong man is a strong woman, and behind the scenes, you definitely are always available. So thank you, Allison. The questions, the topics, you be coming with it, Queen. So thank you, Allison. And I'll be remiss if I didn't make mention of how much value you add to the platform. So thank you, Queen.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
You understand me? Thank you. Shout out to Worldwide Mark. Shout out to Worldwide Mark. You understand me? He's somewhere. I don't know if he's on Instagram. I don't know if you hear me, King. You understand me? But shout out to our intern, Mark. You definitely adding value, King, and you working, and we see you, and everybody on LOBP has came in and started where you started from. You hear me? So shout out to you. Shout out to our political connects. You understand me? I promise I won't ever mention your name, but you understand me? It's very important that you mention the behind the scene, the silent partners, because they get to it. You hear me? It wouldn't be forget Allison, forget Raina, forget Roots, forget the silent partner. There would not be any LOBP if it wasn't for the Benoit, the Antons, the Davis, the Collectors, the Tajas, the Nias, the Prinnies, the Shantays, the Shanays, and everybody that tunes in every Monday and support our platform. Thank you, and thank you. You hear me? We stand on y'all shoulders every Monday, and you guys allow us to get and gain a fresh perspective on things. You know what I mean? I'll be remiss if I didn't make mention of that. You hear me? I just want to say, honorable mention, DWI Music, because that's my brother, my PNC. He pulls up. You hear me? And he definitely pulls up and support what we do on LOBP. I don't care. I share a large part of what we do is by way of him. You heard?
Yeah, shout out to D.
Shout out to D.
I'm ready to drop an album, by the way. I got some shit to say.
You hear me?
It's 2022.
Yeah, the booth needs some of that fire. It's cold in the studio.
I'm coming with the heat.
And let me say, who else can I give some thanks? Thank you to Nia. Thank you to Prinny for being some first-time visitors. At least I believe it's your first time on Live on Broadway podcast, right, ladies?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Shout out to you, ladies. Round of applause.
And they stayed, which is awesome.
And y'all
they
stayed.
didn't just come in and listen and then just slide out.
Slide out.
Quietly, they tuned in. That's cool beans.
Right. Wednesday, the podcast will be available for your listening and viewing consumption on YouTube so your perspectives will be shared on YouTube, on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and everywhere else podcasts are available. So thank you guys. Thank you guys for being available. Is that Harley? Nah, that's not our Harley, right? Nah, that can't be our Harley. Nah, I don't think that's our Harley.
You was about to give me hype
Yeah,
like
I thought
Harley
that was
in
our
the
Harley.
building?
I know.
No.
Well, shout out to that Harley still.
Yeah, shout out to Harley.
Shout out to Harley.
That's a fact. Shout out to Harley. So let's wrap this up again. All caps LOBP 14. Tap in. Get your tickets right now on Eventbrite. Or you can just go to liveonbroadwaypodcast.com. liveonbroadwaypodcast.com and tap in. And what happened, Rubes? Yeah, say that shit. It's okay.
You are a .com.
I'm
You
a
understand
.com.
that? You are like really a .com.
Period.
Like you're not just we gonna go to his Instagram page. Like you a whole page. So shout out to fucking Broadway. First of all, for working as hard as he works, my brother works very hard. Okay, very hard, very, very, very hard. And I appreciate you, and I love you so much, and I'm very proud of you. And 2022 and beyond is going to be some shit. So definitely shout out to Broadway while we shouting everybody else.
While we shouting everybody else out.
Broadway wouldn't be live on Broadway without Broadway actually. So
I appreciate
shout
that.
out to Broadway.
I
okay?
appreciate
Shout
that. I
out to
appreciate
Broadway.
that. But I'll say, all right, listen, guys,
you fucking
Live on
baby.
Broadway podcast, we're going to conclude. Honorable mention, shout out to my baby. You understand me? Not you know who you are. There's only one. You know what I'm talking about? Live on Broadway podcast. We're gonna wrap this shit up. Make sure you follow the greenhouse at the top on Clubhouse. If you didn't, make sure you go to Live on Broadway podcast and stay in tune with what we doing on all aspects. You heard? You know my vibes. It's cheaper to be yourself. Be giant.
Clear.
Money coming, money going. Do you have relationship questions you need answered? Or spicy topics? DM us at Live on Broadway Podcast. Have music, products, or an ad you want us to run? Email us at Live on Broadway Podcast. Be sure to tap in. Mondays, 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Live on IM_Broadway's Instagram. Clear.